to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Cap here. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt. With years of experience and a passion for helping people, if you've got water damage at home, call Avner Gatt today. 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. That's 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt. Your claim, our game.
The official partner of Palm Tree Crew at the Waste Management Open is now bringing fans to the biggest rivalry in golf, the Ryder Cup. USA versus Europe. Fired up crowds, unmatched intensity. This isn't just golf, it's a battle for supremacy. With Absolute Sport, you'll get premium access, luxury accommodations, and the ultimate fan experience. Don't just watch history, be a part of it. Visit us.absolute-sport.com. That's ABSOLUT-sport and make your dream trip a reality.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Next Gen is the official AC, heating, plumbing, and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. That's right. Is your heating and AC system ready to power through the season? From quick tune-ups to full replacements, Next Gen has you covered. For a limited time, ESPN LA listeners can get a heating and AC tune-up for just $88. That's right. Stay in the game all season with an $88 heating and AC tune-up from Next Gen. Call 833-3-NEXT-GEN today.
NEXGEN. Call 833-3-NEXT-GEN.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
710 ESPN.
Here we go, Travis Rogers, DeMarco Farr.
The far side. You ready for the far side?
I'm in the far side.
You're in the far side.
Go.
Welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. So let's get to the fun, shall we? The Travis and DeMarco Show right now.
Turns out, pretty good luck that you're here today.
Made it.
Barely.
By hook or by crook, my man. Jorge knows what I'm talking about. So I got the little digital readout on the car.
Yeah.
And I'm driving on the way in, and it looks, and it says, PSI back right tire leaking. So it goes from 30 to 25 to 20.
Okay, I have a question.
And I'm in the express lane. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have that thing where it comes on and says tire pressure a little lower than normal and it's orange? And then all of a sudden when it's like, hey, you have a flat, it turns red? Or
red.
Oh, you are red.
Red.
Okay.
Yeah. This is DEFCON 1. This is bad. Get off the freeway ASAP.
Okay.
So I had to go from, and there was a cop there. Put the hazards on. I went from the express lane all the way across and got off at Gage.
Okay.
Gauge right there. There's a little gas station in Arco. Some dude honked at me. I'm like, dude, my tire, look, down. He goes, oh, my bad.
Yeah.
So I filled the thing up, had to pay $2.
Okay.
$2 for air.
That's
right.
You know you can go in there and be like, hey, man, can you hook me up with the air real quick? I got an emergency. And they turn it on
But
for
it was
you.
one of those little, you have to put the card up.
I think he's right.
Yeah.
Because I did the same thing. I had a tire that had a very slow leak, so I had to fill it up like every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And I would go and I'd pay $1 or $2 to turn on the pump. Right? And somebody's like, you just need to walk in there and ask them to turn it on. They legally, by law, have to turn it on.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah. But it's behind a cage.
I know.
Yeah, but
so he can turn that thing on from in there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know. It sucks.
$2. It's $2.
I'm with you.
Yeah, $2.
You also can buy one of the electric ones that you can put in your own car and just do it yourself, too.
Got one in the back. It's just I didn't have time to plug the thing in. I need air. I got to get here.
You got to get to work.
Got to get here. So fill it up to 30 PSI, get back on the freeway, get back to the express lane illegally again. Right. So by the time I get to Adams, I'm back down to single digits. Right. PSI.
Single digits.
Single digits. Nope, not yet. But I'm low riding. I mean, I'm dipping.
Which tire is it again?
It's back right.
Okay.
So I'm dipping, I'm low riding, people are pointing, I'm like, I got it,
Yeah,
I got
know.
you.
You know what? That always bothers me. It's like, do you think I don't know? Like, it's like the car is riding on its rim. I'm fully aware that I don't have any air in my tire.
The homeless dude, hey, I got it,
I know.
bro. Here's $1. There you go. So Chevron, fill up again, right? So by the time I make it to Pico, back to single digits. So this is not a slow leak. This is a real leak. Right. So I just threw this thing in a parking lot at P1. I don't know what's going on down there, but yeah.
Okay, I assume that you are a man that knows how to change a flat.
In a heartbeat.
Okay.
20 minutes.
I figured you were. Do you have AAA?
Yes.
Okay.
Not for me, though.
Okay, but you have the card in your wallet?
I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get them down there. They'll fix it while you're doing this.
I want to fix it. It's my fault. I want to see what
but
happened.
you could kill two birds with one stone.
But I want to see what happened because this is the second time my tire's gone flat.
You got a screw or a nail or something in it. If the air was going out that fast, you have a puncture.
Right.
Yeah.
Or a disgruntled neighbor.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, something may be going. It's the same tire again. How?
It's bad tire, man.
Is the last time it had a hole? Did you
This
replace
is a brand
it
new
or
tire.
did you patch it?
Right, brand new tire, flat again. How is this happening? Yeah, right. See, this is all what's going on today.
Well, I got to be honest with you, DeMarco. I
What?
When you immediately went to disgruntled neighbor, my thoughts went like, I wonder what DeMarco did to his neighbor.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't know. We do share an orange tree.
Then why do you pick his oranges?
It's my tree.
Where's the trunk?
It's my yard.
Oh, then you're fine.
So
maybe you're dropping fruit on his side?
Of course it does, but it was dropping fruit before we both moved in.
Rats?
I think it's squirrels.
Okay.
It wouldn't be rats, it's squirrels.
Okay. Because rats like a piece of fruit.
I didn't get mad. He took some of the fruit from the tree, and I'm cool with it.
Yeah. Well, is it hanging over his fence?
It is hanging over his fence.
Then he gets those oranges.
That's what I said. I have no truck with that. I don't know.
Do you have a bountiful harvest?
We do have a bountiful harvest. It may not be that. I don't know. But back right tire, it's been bad luck for me lately. What?
You know what I'm asking.
Yeah. What?
Come on, you didn't say.
Bring in some oranges.
Exactly.
Bring him some oranges?
Bring
some
in.
oranges. Bring us some oranges.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
But you did already. You brought a bunch of oranges.
Yeah, but that was when my tree was in season.
Is that rude?
When do oranges get ripe? When does the tree fruit?
Like
now?
summer.
Summer? I don't know.
Whenever I bring them in, so that's what.
I think it's summer.
November?
Yeah, summer. Summer they start dropping, and that's when the squirrels show up. Yeah,
they start to.
They're everywhere.
They're pretty.
Yeah.
Yummy.
I don't know. Back right tire. I want to find out.
When my folks' house in Santa Barbara, when I was a kid, our house in Arcadia had two huge avocado trees.
Yeah.
And every year the tree would fruit. And you'd get hundreds of avocados. We can't eat hundreds of avocados because they all get ripe at the same time, and you just can't eat. So my dad would put a big box out in the front yard, and just whoever wanted to take them would take them.
Free stuff. Yeah.
And when they moved to a different house in Santa Barbara, they had fruit trees but no avocado trees. So the neighbor had an avocado tree that was enormous. I mean, this giant canopy of avocados.
Yeah.
And a third of the tree would hang over into my folks' yard. No big deal. But we assumed that the idea was you could just pick the avocados on your side.
Right.
And so... Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I never...
Did they raise the stink?
I don't think they ever officially raised the stink, but we had, that thing you pick them with where you play, that has the little basket and you kind of pull them off.
That's what he uses. Yeah. As long as you don't reach over.
No. It's like that invisible... What's the thing in soccer where if the ball goes over the line?
Offsides.
No. Into the net. With like the AVR?
Oh, no.
VAR.
VAR, yeah.
You need a VAR,
Right
avocado
there.
VAR. To see
Or
whether
eagle eye for tennis.
I think my wife may have lit him up when I wasn't home.
Over
the oranges. I think
What
she
was
may
her
have lit him.
objection?
I have no idea. She's like, get off my lawn type.
But I do think
Yeah.
slashing tires is quite a step in aggression.
I don't think
so.
it's
I don't think he's
slashed.
slashing your tires.
I don't think it's slashed.
little
I
piece
think
of broken glass
something.
behind your tire
I think
or
it's
something?
something more subtle than
That's
that.
aggressive, though.
You think?
Don't you start with hey, man, your wife got upset about the oranges. Are we good?
Bob's
don't
like
you
75.
start with that?
75. He's a widower.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got nothing better to do. You know what I mean? So he may be
a 75-year-old widower slashing your tire seems aggressive.
Now, he's a car freak. He's got a lot of stuff and a lot of tools, a lot of. We talk a lot. So, I mean.
You're friendly with him, though?
Really cool.
I think he's not going to slash your tire.
I mean, he might. I don't know.
Why wouldn't he slash your tire?
He wouldn't be slashed. I mean, he may throw something out so I'd get a flat. I don't know.
Screws, broken glass.
Something. But back right tire twice? Come on.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Weird, but we made it, though.
But a slow leak in a tire is probably the most devious thing someone could do because it would take a long time for the other person to notice at times. And so it is quite devious. But yours isn't a slow leak. It's a quick
Are you going to attempt a patch, or are you just going to get a new tire?
It depends on what it is. But yeah, he's a former government employee.
Oh.
And I'm not sure what he did. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what he did. Espionage.
Is he fit?
He is kind of in shape. He's got abs. He's an old dude with
abs. Is he a quote-unquote contractor?
Yeah. I don't know. He might.
Those CIA guys can,
That's what I'm saying.
Did I ever tell you the story about he's a casual friend of mine. I don't know this person well, but I would call him a friend, but he is very friendly with some of my other friends, and we're all convinced he's a secret agent.
He's an operative?
For real convinced.
Yeah?
Yeah, he just disappears for periods of time, and no one's quite sure where he goes.
See?
His level of fitness is incredible. Not just like, he's fit for a middle-aged guy.
He's super fit.
He's fit to the point of that's not a normal level
He
of
may be an
fitness.
operator.
Or is he a stunt guy?
Nope. He
may be an operator.
His cover story is he's a realtor.
Yeah.
Okay. And he is a realtor.
Yeah.
But whenever high-ranking government officials are in town, he tends to kind of disappear for periods of time.
See? You may be right.
Somebody's got to be a secret agent.
When I lived in St. Louis, I swear the guy across the street must have been in witness protection. Because I never saw him.
Well, that's where they send him. They send him to places like St. Louis.
Absolutely. The garage would open, the car would pull in, and it would shut. You'd never see him. Ever see the guy.
Maybe he's just a relative of mine that I don't know, and
he
just
might
likes to mind his own business.
Could be. Never saw the guy, though. Yes.
I did something bad yesterday.
What'd you do?
Well, I didn't even think of it until you said it like that. I parked my car in my driveway, not in the garage, but in the driveway. So I'm pulling onto my street, and I'm pulling into the garage, the driveway, and my neighbor is out in his front yard talking to another neighbor. And they're both very nice people, but I was not in the mood to chit-chat, right?
Yeah.
So to go to the way I go into my house 98.8% of the time is I park the car and I walk up my walkway to my front door and I go in. Well, that's the direction where the people are talking. I went through my side gate and in the back door just to avoid the potential of a hey, how you doing?
Completely avoiding Travis, really?
I did the whole fake phone thing where I had my phone.
Yes.
And as I got out of the car, I'm pretending that I'm scrolling through something, and then I
didn't.
walk around to the trash can side of the house so I don't have to. And I go in the back door.
If you do the fake phone, we know you're faking it.
I know, but I know.
Dark screen.
Yeah. No. Okay, so it's so funny you say that. I literally made sure they couldn't see the screen.
Right.
Like if you were
Kept it away?
the neighbor, I went like this.
Okay. Yeah. There's no one there. I like it when people start talking to air. Wait, there's no one. You're not talking to anyone. Yeah.
If we're talking about neighbors, there's something happening with my neighbors. So I live in a quadplex. So it's like it looks like what used to be a duplex, then they separated into 4 apartments. So the woman that's kind of diagonal on the lower, I'm on the top left.
Okay.
She's in the bottom right. Okay. She's very friendly. She has a little yappy
Old,
dog.
young, in between.
I would say she's middle aged. I would guess probably
50s?
in her mid 40s.
Okay.
Maybe late 40s. And she's lived there for a long time. And so she's always nice. She welcomed us to the neighborhood, quote unquote. But she does have a yappy dog, so I know whenever someone's coming up our steps because the dog starts barking. But this for the next week, she's redoing her kitchen. I think she might own it. I don't know if she's a renter or not, but whatever. She's redoing her kitchen. And so we don't have a yard, and there's not a lot of space in her apartment. So she is taking up, there's a little grass turf area outside of our apartment, and they're redoing it so that she's taking over all that space. But the people that are working on it are taking up our driveway, which is the only way that we can get into our apartment. And so the whole time I have to squeeze and duck around this car to get into my home.
Is it a work truck?
It's a work truck, which is fine. I know that's the only place because like our street.
Yeah, but
is
they're
street
almost
parking.
always dirty. There's stuff sticking out the sides.
And the like railing that is between I had to walk between the truck and the railing has a little paint on it, so I'm always worried it's wet.
Oh.
So it's just a little inconvenient. She is very nice. She did warn us.
Raise hell.
Yeah, there you go.
My lease is renewing soon, so who knows?
Are you moving?
I hope not.
Okay.
I really hope not.
Just don't pick a fight with that lady that's living bottom right. She'll run you off. ESPN LA is proud to partner with Children's Hospital Los Angeles for the annual Make March Matter campaign. That's hard for me to say, DeMarco.
Yes.
We're auctioning off exclusive experiences all month long, like Cover the Kings for a day, Ride the Zamboni, and Meet Bailey. All proceeds will be donated to CHLA. Make sure to visit 710forchla.com to make a difference today. That website is 710forchla.com. 710forchla.com. That's a great Kings experience, and there's all sorts of cool stuff. Take a hike with me and DeMarco, play golf with me and DeMarco.
I like the hike part.
Yeah, that'll be good. I want to do the one by your house. We got ocean views.
We can stop at Terranea.
Oh.
So we can walk, we can hike.
You buying?
Of course. Let's go. Absolutely.
What are you doing today?
We can stay there overnight. Let's go.
We should pre-walk it just to make sure that it's
a
proper trail for whoever
proper trail
bids on the hike.
Proper bar, proper everything. We'll get it all worked out for you.
That's a pretty nice place.
There you go.
I haven't gotten a chance yet. Lakers look like absolute that last night. We'll get into it next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Let's talk trash. Food waste, that is. Tossing your food scraps in the regular trash sends them to landfills where they release harmful gases like methane. Fight global warming by simply sorting your food scraps and placing them in your green bin. It's quick, it's easy, it helps protect our planet. Ready to do your part? Visit cleanla.com or call 888-CLEAN-LA for more tips. This message funded by Cal Recycle.
For a limited time at Verizon, you can get our best price ever. That's 4 lines on unlimited welcome for just $25 a line per month with autopay plus taxes and fees. You'll also get the new iPhone 16 Pro, 4 of them for the entire family when you trade in up to 4 phones from our top brands. That's a new phone for everyone, only on the network you can count on. Verizon. Visit a store today. 20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply for phone offer. See Verizon.com for details.
Lowe's knows that your deadlines don't change, even when your job does. But with Lowe's Buy Online, Pick Up in Store, we'll help you adjust on the fly. And when you absolutely can't leave the project, we can deliver to your job site as soon as same day. Lowe's knows pros. We help, you save. Valid on eligible in-stock orders and select zip codes placed by 2 p.m. for same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Fees vary based on purchase. More terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
I'm going to need you to keep me abreast of the tire developments.
Yeah, Jorge's hooking me up, right? You got a guy.
He knows a guy.
He got a guy.
Yeah, there's a place half a mile away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I say Jorge sent me?
No.
No?
I found it because I had the same
Well, let's say
situation.
which one.
Or they'll be like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
and they'll hook you up.
Jorge from ESPN sent me. How about
Jorge
that?
with the H, that guy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be all right. Well, come down after the show and help me change this tire.
You know you're going to have to buy multiple tires.
I'm cool with it. I
You know,
think
for a 24-pack,
I think I needed to anyway. I
What
did.
did you say, Jorge?
Yeah.
For a 24-pack, I can hook you up. Dog.
Yeah.
24-pack, that's it?
Yes,
Okay.
By the way,
More for me.
He raised his rate on you. Your previous rate was a 12.
Hey, eggs are expensive.
Look at you. Oh, my God. Everybody's in business. I like it.
What is the worst inconvenience in life? Tires that are being an issue or dental work? Because I'm having dental work issues, and the reason I don't want to go to the freaking dentist is because of this.
That's not an inconvenience. That's pain. You know what I mean? Like an inconvenience is something that just annoys you, but having your teeth picked at, that could be physically painful.
Yeah, that hurts. Yeah.
No thanks. I hate the dentist. Well, I don't understand why you like the dentist, and it just confuses me.
Me and Laura.
Laura not anymore.
It's kind of weird, though. I've never heard that before.
I like the feeling of after you get a professional cleaning, the feeling of your mouth being particularly spotless and shiny.
I'm there with you.
Do you like a colonoscopy too?
I have never had
clears
the
you out as
pleasure
well.
yet. I when I get mine, I will let you know what my experience was like.
It's mind blowing. You're gonna love it. If you like the dentist and the feeling you get after, you're gonna love that. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything on the inside
everything
just feels
so
clean
good. and
Same thing on the inside, functional. Yeah, it goes right through you.
It feels more invasive than a teeth cleaning.
I
I'm
don't
assuming.
know. Teeth cleaning is pretty terrible.
I like the feeling of post teeth cleaning, not during.
But
not.
Yeah, I don't
No,
mind.
that
It kinda
sucks.
tickles.
I hate that. It tickles?
Yeah,
Or
when they have
just
that thing
them
that grow.
jamming their hard picks.
No,
at
I don't
your
like the
gums.
pick part. Nobody likes the pick part, but you got to go through the pick
The
part.
teeth cleaning tickles you?
The little thing that spins.
Yeah.
They put the polish and they.
Yeah, I will never kiss you. That tickles.
Okay,
No.
thank you.
And now that we've established that,
Yeah, thank
Safe.
you. Yeah,
Right.
We're
Never.
in mutual agreement.
Right.
On that. That's good.
I'm glad we're talking about pain.
Minor inconveniences.
Yes.
I got one more I want to throw at you.
Shoot.
When a daily household appliance decides to stop working, a refrigerator, a dishwasher, a washing machine.
yeah.
The refrigerator going out sucks.
It's like, okay, because you got to get it fixed, because you got to eat, and you got to do those things.
You
But
might as well just throw everything out.
you got to temporarily stuff it all into a cooler or something like that. That's one of those, because you're out of a little bit of money or whatever. But that's
Unless
gotta
you're a
be the top of
renter
it.
when you're just
Yeah.
okay, get that fixed.
That's only if you found out before you went to work.
Yeah.
Usually you find out when you got home and
Yeah.
everything's all defrosted.
Oh, this big pool of
Yeah,
water.
what is
underneath.
that pink thing coming out? Oh, that's the ice
That's
cream
the
that
lemonade
melted.
that melted,
Oh,
yeah.
my God. What happened there?
Here is J.J. Redick's explanation of a pretty darn ugly loss last night to the Brooklyn Nets.
I think it was just an overall mentality just to take shortcuts tonight. We just wanted to take shortcuts. Too many. They scored 20 points on us gambling. They had 16 offensive rebounds. We ball watched all night. We said no dare shots. I would go through it. They probably made 6, 7 uncontested threes. Just shortcuts. You want to be a good team, you want to win in the NBA, you got to do the hard stuff. We couldn't even pass to each other. We couldn't enter our offense. Running ball screens literally at half court. Yeah, that's going to end up in a turnover. I don't know what we're doing.
I like the way you put that. Point blank, right between the eyes. Yes, sir. We stunk. We were terrible. We couldn't do anything. We couldn't do diddly poo. That was his diddly poo right there. I like it. And he's right.
Playoffs.
We were talking about yesterday. Luka and AR are going to have to carry this offense while LeBron is on the mend. Mm-hmm. And they absolutely stunk it up, even with a triple-double.
It was a bad triple-double. It was the least impressive triple-double I've ever seen in my life.
Yes. I saw Jerome Bettis one time a long time ago have the ugliest 1,000 yards of your life. It was terrible.
66 yards a game.
Barely.
Right? That's what I think it's a 16-game season, 66 yards a game is 1,000 yards.
Yes.
That's kind of, yeah.
If you're Luka, you shouldn't even count this one.
Yeah, it was not great.
No, not at all.
A couple of things that I take away listening to JJ right there. Number one is you can just sense the frustration. You can sense the frustration at what it is that he saw. Because, look, it was a week or so ago, maybe even less, where after a game that I think it was a game that they won, one of those games that they hadn't played particularly well but still found a way to get the dub. And it was him saying, and I'm paraphrasing here, but this is close enough, where I do not take for granted the fact that I have not had to coach effort. I have not had to get these guys to compete for a long time. I don't take that for granted. These guys are doing a great job of competing night after night after night. That was guys, I don't know what the hell you're doing out there right now, but this is not what we've been talking about. This is not what it is. Just the frustration of it, because it would have been pretty darn easy to say, look, we don't have LeBron James. We don't have Jackson Hayes. We don't have Dorian Finney-Smith. We don't have Rui Hachimura. We're missing a lot of our guys. We've been through a brutal stretch of games. We've been playing a lot of basketball, most of them against pretty darn good teams, and we just didn't have it tonight. That would have been an easy one to say, we're just going to throw it in the trash and keep it moving like it never even happened.
No doubt. I think the only reason is why he might be frustrated is remember how you lost to the Celtics. You were going nose to nose, neck and neck, until you had one of the worst third periods we've ever seen in our lives, right? So this is not the proper response to that, even if you are shorthanded. It's not that the guys that you put on the floor, like you knew it was going to be a bad day when you started Alex Len. Everyone knew that, right?
He had 4 fouls before anyone had even kind of settled into the seats.
Right. We kind of know what this night is about, but it's still, you can put forth the effort. You can make an effort to try to be better, and that wasn't there. So this might be one you throw away, but as a coach, you can't. You have to take them to task for it. I'm glad he did.
This was there's losing because you're shorthanded. Mm-hmm. And then there's losing because you don't know what the hell you're doing.
You're just playing like crap.
This was, we don't know what the hell we're trying to get done, and we're shorthanded.
Right.
And he's choosing to focus on I don't know what the hell to get done. Let me ask you this. When he says no dare shots, is that I dare you to take that? Is that the proverbial, I'm just going to leave you wide open, I dare you to shoot that? Is that what he means by
I'm
dare
going to
shots?
drop off and you can't hit that. I'll just give you that shot, and they keep hitting them.
I just never heard that phrase before.
You've done it in pickup basketball, right?
I've done it for sure. I just had never heard it called a dare shot.
Oh, a dare shot. Yeah, I dare you to hit that. Go ahead and take that. Boom, and you hit it. You look stupid. It happens. It's on YouTube 1,000 times a day. It happens. Was Austin Reeves finished?
He was awful.
3 for 14, and what was Luka? 8 for 26.
Awful, both of them.
8 for 26. I can't do math, but that's 11 made shots between the two of them.
Yeah.
That's not going to be enough to win.
And 1 billion turnovers.
And 1 billion. How many turnovers have they had?
Negative 1 billion rebounds. They could not get a rebound.
15 turnovers.
Yeah.
15 to 7. You lose.
And they allowed 16 offensive rebounds from the Nets.
You're done. Yeah, that's one. Look, JJ Redick should go crazy. You should go nuts when your team is playing like that or not playing like that. Careless with the ball, and you're being out hustled against a bad team.
I think you could have let it go to Marco, but I'm glad that he didn't. I think he could have said one of these guys, we've been playing a ton of games. This was just not our night. We were bad, but we've been playing our guts out every night. He could have done that, and I don't think anybody would have been like, hey, what the hell with that? But that he didn't, I think is a really good sign, because clearly he believes he's got a really good team. And I think one of the things that makes a really good coach is they don't let the important things slide. They'll understand that some nights you're just not going to make shots.
Yeah.
They'll understand that some nights the other guy's just going to make a bunch of shots and you're going to lose. It's just sports, right? Sometimes the other guy has a good day. Sometimes you have a bad day, and stuff happens.
Right. They get paid too.
Right.
Yeah.
But not doing the little things, I'm going to call you out on that every time. Like if you're setting ball screens at half court, what are we doing here?
Right.
This is not what we've talked about. And I think that's a really good indicator for him that he's comfortable enough to go at his guys on the one bad night they've had in a really long time and not worry about them going, dude, we had one bad night and you're on us. He's not worried about that. He's on them because he knows if we do the little stuff, if we communicate, if we do the stuff we're supposed to do that aren't personnel related, just the right stuff, we're going to be in really good shape.
I'm with you.
There's a lot of good there.
It's not JJ's job to be your friend. I think that's what happened to the last guy. His job is to coach you. And I'll relate it to my kids. So she has a great day. She brings them A papers. She cleans up her room. She does everything I ask, and she balls out at practice or a game, right? So you get things. We go and get Wetzel's Pretzels. Mm-hmm. You can have little perks here and there. But what you're not going to do is talk back because you had a great day, because you've won 8 in a row. When you put out a stinker, I'm going to tell you it sucked.
Yeah.
I'm not going to just say, because you had 8 wins in a row and you look great, let's just let this one go. That's not my job.
Right.
My job is to hold you to a standard, and I think that's what you just heard.
I think all of that is spot on, and I think he knows we got a chance. Like, I think it's a little easier to let things go if you know, and especially if you're not a great coach. I think if you're a really good coach, you never let things go. Like, you've seen all those videos of Nick Saban at practice where tuck in your shirt, and I told you to, out
by 35 and mad because you missed one.
Never let the little things go, and the little things don't get missed very often. I think that's incredibly important, but it seems to me that he knows if we do the basics, we're going to be really hard to beat.
We got a shot.
This isn't I can kick the can down the road till next year. Like, look, I got Luka and LeBron. We're gonna tinker with some of the rest of the stuff. I got AR. That's pretty good. But, man, just wait till next year. We'll get to the important. Yeah. It's no. We're going to do it right now.
I also think this probably sits in the back of his head, too. They have dropped 3 of their last 5 games against teams entered under 500 into their game, too. So it probably sits in the back of his mind. It's like, why can't we beat these bad teams? What can I do to motivate my guys to get up for these bad, quote-unquote, bad teams, worse teams than they are? So I feel like that probably sits in the back of his head as well.
Okay, we all watch shows, episodic shows, movies, and whatnot, right? We're big on plots, and we can point them out, right? Can you guys tell this is coming down to JJ versus Luka at some point?
Oh, yeah.
That this is going to explode? Yeah.
Okay.
I cannot wait. It's coming.
I want to do this next.
Yeah.
That is a great point, and I want to do that next because it is not subtle.
Not at all. No.
It's
going to be
coming,
raw.
And it's going to be great, and I can't wait for it. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Rotolo Chevrolet, my guys. Been working with the guys at Rotolo Chevrolet for years, and I love telling you guys that you need to go out there. I've had a lot of friends go out and buy trucks from Rotolo Chevrolet, and they say the same thing. Trav, thank you so much. Those guys are the best because they take care of people. They take pride in taking care of people. Guys like Mike Capozio, who's running the whole show at Rotolo Chevrolet, and Eddie, and Armando, and Michael, and Frank, and all the guys that I've met out there, they're committed to the same thing, making sure you get exactly what you want and that you feel great about the entire process. Transparent, courteous, upfront. That's what Rotolo Chevrolet does day after day, week after week, month after month, to the tune of 13 Dealer of the Year awards. Think about that. 13 in a row, doing it better than anybody else. So if you've been thinking about a Chevy car truck, especially if you've been thinking about a Silverado, get yourself out to Rotolo Chevrolet. Right off the 210 freeway, Sierra Avenue exit. You can't miss it. And if Fontana's like, Trev, Fontana, man, that's not where I live. Go online, RotoloChevy.com, ROTOLO, RotoloChevy.com, and tell them that Travis sent you.
What's up, Lakers? p.m. tonight on ESPN LA 710.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, we're a nationally recognized leader in pediatric care, honored by U.S. News and World Report as one of the best in the country. Here, we achieve amazing breakthroughs that change lives. From groundbreaking cancer therapies that offer new hope to young patients, to advanced heart procedures that save lives, we partner with families to conquer challenges and achieve extraordinary outcomes. Choose the best care for your child at chla.org.
ESPN LA and BBGO are going on a quest for the Lakers GOAT. No, not the GOAT. The GOAT. The greatest Lakers fan of all time. Think it's you? Upload your pic or video to Facebook, Instagram, X, or TikTok, and tell us your favorite Lakers memory. Use hashtag LakersGoat, GFOAT, and hashtag promotion, and follow at ESPN Los Angeles. The Lakers GOAT is going to be rewarded with courtside seats, a VIP private tour of the Lakers UCLA Health Training Center, a year's supply of BBGO, and more. The Lakers GOAT. Is it you?
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Can I just real quick editorial? Where's Clinton?
Right there.
Stat, can you go to the window real quick?
Go to the window. What is he working the drive-through at Wendy's?
I love that hoodie. I do. Never tell me the odds. Is that an ESPN deal?
That's a Han Solo thing.
I know. I just love that sweatshirt.
It's our ESPN Star Wars podcast.
Bro, whatever you throw away, give it to me. Because I know we have like similar tastes.
I got bad news for you,
I can make it fit.
Yeah.
I'll just chop the sleeves off. You have to go there.
Okay, so I'll tell you quickly.
Yeah.
Do you know who Ryan McGee is from Marty and McGee?
Yes.
NASCAR guy?
Yeah.
If you watch hockey on this network, you know who Arda Ocal is. Ryan, Arda, and I have a podcast about Star Wars called Never Tell Me the Odds. But like, I'm going to get the Andor screeners all in one 2 weeks before they come out. Because your boy does.
That's just what you. Now I know why you agreed to it. You just wanted to be ahead of the curve.
We've done a lot more than that too. No, trust me, Travis. It is one of those like dream come true things where they were like, we've been trying to find different iterations of finding ways to do a Star Wars show on ESPN for a long time, and finally Ryan, Art, and I were like, listen, we'll do this. Like, we're not getting paid any extra money for it. We do it on our own time, and we've done probably 20 shows.
Yes.
But we've been off for a little while.
20 shows.
Various things have changed. Yeah. But what we got to do, which was the coolest thing, period, Travis, they did a Star Wars night broadcast on ESPN. The Caps played the Lightning. This was about a year ago, about right now. We went and did the show from Amalie Arena on the concourse. And before that, we went to Galaxy's Edge to shoot content that ended up in the program of
awesome.
the game. It was awesome.
You know,
anyway,
I'm like the biggest Star Wars fan of
well,
all time.
Second biggest in this room at this
I
point.
love it of all time.
Just third.
Yes. Give Luke.
That's what this is.
A break.
So these are the team issue. Never Tell Me the Odds hoodies. Check them out.
Make a triple X for me, man.
Where you can get all your podcasts. Yeah, they're there.
You've shaved an X off of that.
I mean, just for the size, it's going to wash and shrink up.
Since I've known you, you've shaved an X off.
But a triple will shrink down to perfect.
See, you think?
Yeah, it will shrink down to perfect. If I start at 2, it shrinks too much. Now it's too tight.
They make good stuff. You know, if you wash it correctly, it won't shrink.
Okay, I love it.
It's also super soft. But yeah,
love it. Who shot first?
Stop it. We're not doing
Who
that.
shot first? Tell me.
Again,
Come on.
If you want to be a Han guy, you want to be a Gruden guy. I don't care about that. What I'm saying is listen to the program.
I will
it's
do.
Fun.
I like Greedo. I didn't like that he got 86 so early in the movie.
Yeah, that was a bad deal
Han
for
shot
Greedo.
first.
We also ended up on, this was the most fun we ever did outside of like in real person. We got to do a show on the Ocho. Like it aired on the Ocho where we broke down the different sports of Star Wars. Number one, obviously pod racing, which was the best thing in the world. It's working.
Yeah.
Anyway, so.
Jake Lloyd went crazy, didn't he?
That was
Poor guy.
This is one of the most fun projects I do working at this network. So
do you think Travis and I have a theory that eventually JJ Redick and Luka are going to get into it?
I would go so far as to say I think that has already happened.
You think so?
And it is a matter of whether or not that boils over into the public eye. That's what I would say. I heard what you were saying, Travis, because there's a certain part of JJ that was never Luka. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, sure.
In terms of like who
Talent.
he was as a ball player.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
But there's also a certain part of JJ that was never Luka in the sense that this is a white American man from Virginia. He had to work to get to where he was. And even though he was a talented basketball player coming all the way up through high school, J.J. Redick was famous in high school. We're the same age.
I feel you.
I knew who that guy was when I was a crappy high school basketball player.
Yeah.
And you'd go to tournaments to see better high school basketball players. J.J. was a guy who you knew who he was.
Hardscrabble.
So by the time he got to Duke, he was considered sort of a superstar, but you knew the circles he ran in. He's not going to stand for that, not just as a coach. I think just as a dude.
It's in his DNA.
Exactly right. And he's like, yo,
what's
bro.
in Luka's DNA? I'm great.
Hookah.
I just show up and play. Hookah Luka?
I'm joking.
Hookah Luka?
That was a cheap shot.
Luka Doncic? Whoa.
Luka Dookie, as SNL says.
Luka Dookie. Yeah.
What's in his DNA is maybe some of the greatest basketball DNA ever put into a person.
Yeah.
That's what's in his DNA.
What about work ethic?
Well, that's somewhere further down the
that's where you're going to run into JJ.
He can be who he is, which is one of the greats of all time. You know, when you just look at the trajectory, you're talking first team All-NBA 5 of his 7 years in the league.
That's unbelievable.
You're talking about a guy that averages over 30 points a game in the postseason. You're
Baller.
talking about a guy that has, a 28-point per night average over a pretty significant period of time. But that's all done with a commitment to the craft that is something short of maximum.
But don't you think JJ has some equity with this team already just by taking the job? That he's got the backing of the people upstairs that if I have to go at you, I don't have to worry about you not liking me?
I don't think it's as much of a default like a setup for a bout as much as it just is two race cars that are running the same race and they might collide towards the final lap when the checkered flag comes out. Here's what I'm saying, though. JJ, and Travis knows this, there was a time when AAU basketball really meant something different. It meant not just you were a travel ball player doling out money. It meant you were the best of the best. That's the era JJ comes from, when AAU was real. And you really had to earn it, and you really had to be a top national player. And it wasn't finding kids out the hood on the blacktop, whatever. It was organized, serious. You really got to be somebody to get to the top. That's who JJ is, and I don't think he can hide it.
I don't want him to hide it.
No.
I want him to get the best out of Luka.
What you're describing, I think, is what is going to make him a really good coach.
That's what I'm saying.
May have already made him a really good coach. Why? And you kind of look at, you were talking about his path, Clinton, his path to where he played in college. Like Mike Krzyzewski is about the little things, right? Just like Nick Saban is.
Literal Army guy.
Right. We're going to do the little things properly. That way the big stuff kind of takes care of itself. That's how he learned. He played in, I don't know how many teams JJ played for, probably 6 or 7.
Yeah, never missed the playoffs.
Right, and was somewhere between okay to pretty important to what they were doing, and got better throughout his career and became a very good NBA player. But he did it by the little things, by getting a little better, not just by being the most talented guy out there. And that's where just
working hard.
It's not. This is not a perfect comparison, but I think it's close. It's the Shaq and Kobe thing. It's just we see we want to go to the same place. We want the same thing, but we're getting there differently. Kobe did it with a maniacal work ethic and
Shaq was Goliath.
Right, and whoever gets wounded feelings along the way, I don't give a damn. Shaq did it by being immensely talented and the life of the party, and everybody loves him.
Right.
It
worked
really well. Give me the ball, I slam it through the hole.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you can see that
I just hope it doesn't blow up.
Personalities.
Yeah.
Well, first of all,
I hope it doesn't blow up, and I don't know how Luke is going to respond to it.
DeMarco, the thing is, it might need to blow up for it to work.
No,
like don't allow that option in your mind.
Well,
the
blow up
is
means,
not by default a negative, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
But
that's
it could
what
be
I'm
Jimmy Butler blow up. I want out.
Jimmy, but no, that's ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. It could be like I don't like this guy. I want out.
Okay, but
he's too hard on me.
Your side.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want this to blow
think
up.
It's coming anytime soon.
I don't know that would be a blow up as much as it would be just a run its course. We talked about this. It ain't guaranteed that he resigns. It ain't guaranteed that he resigns. And you got to ask yourself, if you're the Buses, do we really want?
There's one part of that I want to push back on. He may not, but it's going to be because of reasons that the Lakers can't control. If he decides that I don't want to be here, it's going to be for reasons that they can't fix.
Yeah,
right.
Because if it is, and look, this is way down the line.
Sure,
we're understanding this is premature. But if it comes down to me or him, it's going to be him.
Yeah.
It's going to be him.
You mean somebody has to go?
If it's I don't like Coach X, Coach X is dead man walking.
Gone.
Then how do you coach him?
Gonzo.
You don't.
That's what I'm saying.
Point.
How do you coach a guy like that?
You probably don't. You probably acquiesce
to him.
This
is where LeBron comes in.
And
bingo.
This is the salve in between these two agents, the oil and water, if you will. They don't necessarily mix.
I think that's where we're trying to get to yesterday. Like, we're going to find out how important LeBron is to this whole thing now.
I think what I'm saying, though, is that it's not a zero-sum conflict
that was you
game.
that said that.
It's not a zero-sum conflict game. Like, I don't think that the idea that somebody's got to go is going to come nearly that quick.
No,
I don't think
no,
so.
no,
Not
no.
at all. You know what I mean?
It's
I don't think either one wants
literally
that.
I don't-
years down the road.
But I don't think this guy we're talking about, J.J. Redick, has a reverse switch.
I don't either.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
So eventually, this is going to come to loggerheads.
It's also, dude, it's one game in Brooklyn in,
Oh, no
in
doubt.
March.
It's
I'm
no
not
doubt.
tripping.
No, we're just talking about his comments.
I'm not tripping either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Right.
they had their first stinker in a while.
Uh-huh.
And the stinker they had in Utah, like they lost
They
to
lost
Charlotte.
by 3. They've got nobody on the roster right now.
I get it. That's why him saying what he said was like, because
that's where we're at.
To say
Yeah,
we
yeah.
were missing half our team and we played like ass.
Yeah.
And sometimes that happens. Everyone would have gone, okay.
We're not going fatalist here.
Yeah.
We're just
I
talking
agree
about
with you.
how
I
his
agree
response.
with what you were saying. I was sitting in there.
Yeah.
I agree with what you were saying in regarding. I'm glad he said it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Me
I also
too.
think that that's just who JJ is. I don't think. Listen, I know what we do. We talk in these microphones, and every game it matters in terms of how we analyze press conferences. But I don't think this was some veiled message. I think he was just being honest about what happened in front of him.
No,
That's-
it's not a
that's what I'm
veiled.
saying.
We were laughing about how the guy is not going to let this slide. He's going to give you and tell you how
He's not
he
gonna
feels.
let anything slide.
That's
No,
what I'm saying,
that's
and
the
that's
sort
what
of
I
dude he is.
respect.
Yeah, exactly.
And eventually, that's you're going to come into.
Well, eventually,
I mean,
the guy with the
eventually,
most talent in the room is going to go, dude, I got it.
Exactly.
Yeah, shut up.
But
it's
and it's going to be funny.
Let's not forget what happened
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
end of that game too. Luka hit a couple bombs
Oh, yeah.
were the reason why they were even in it to begin with.
That's why you go, all right.
Yeah.
Yes.
He said, all right,
Yeah.
You got to live with it.
Hey, can you move? All right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hey, I need you to. All right.
Body language.
I got
experts
it.
Are all
Yeah,
over the
yeah,
shop
we've
here.
all been there.
And then there's
All
the
been there.
constant yapping, which I think is another
That's
thing.
the bigger issue.
I want to talk about that coming up. We'll do that coming up at 10. Coming up next, The Far Side. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Have you done it? You should have. If you haven't, let me tell you all over again why you need to put Prize Picks on your phone. You put the Prize Picks on your phone, and now you can do what you're already doing, only you got a chance to make some money doing it. You pick more or you pick less. That's what you do with Prize Picks. And you pick 2 or more players, you look at their statistical projections, more or less, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. For instance, James Harden tonight against the Pelicans, more or less than 25.5 points. I like more. Just clicked it right here. Zion Williams against the Clippers today, more or less than 23.5 points. Zion's going to be distracted because he's back in New Orleans. I am taking less than. That's it. That's Prize Picks. That's how you play. And when you sign up, make sure you use the code 710, and you're going to get $50 after you play your first $5 lineup, guaranteed. You don't even need to win that first $5 lineup to get it taken care of. So sign up with Prize Picks. Use that code 710. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy with Prize Picks.
Thanks to generous donations from Black Gold Golf Club, Delta Airlines, and Pacific Palms Resort. Visit 710forchla.com to bid and make a difference today. That's 710forchla.com.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Winning matters, especially after an accident. At calljacob.com, we're here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
Cap here. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt. With years of experience and a passion for helping people, if you've got water damage at home, call Avner Gatt today. 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. That's 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt. Your claim, our game.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
You unlock this door with a key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into the land of shadow and substance, of things and ideas you've crossed over into the far side.
I'm in the far side.
You're in the far side.
It is the middle ground between light and shadow.
Do you know what helped?
4 or 5 hour ride.
I jumped in the ocean. It helped.
Between science and superstition.
I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel fast. I want to feel naked out there.
And it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. The far side.
You know, Trav, I'm going to miss Michael Hoyt. I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's another undrafted dude. We see eye to eye on a lot of things, and he signed a deal with Buffalo.
Yeah.
And I think we're actually going to talk to him tomorrow.
Great.
He's over in Maui right now doing the NFLPA meeting.
I just missed him.
You were just there. That's right.
Well, yeah.
By a month.
Yeah,
well, you didn't just miss him, but yeah.
In my trips to Hawaii, that happen once every 15 years.
Okay.
In that timeline, I just missed it.
In a Carmen San Diego way?
Yeah,
okay, yes. That is, you just missed him. But he's over there talking about league stuff. And I remember when I was the players rep, and this is when Gene Upshaw was alive.
You said you weren't crazy about it.
I loved it. It was fun. There's a reason it's in Hawaii. To get everybody to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they stick you in a room and we start talking about all this stuff, all about free agency and all this nonsense. So I do wonder what this year's group of PAs, players, reps are going to be talking about. Like, what is the biggest issue in sports right now?
20-game season.
I would say so. And double buys.
That's going to be the next thing.
Yeah.
Right. How do you feel about a 20-game season and double buys?
I got a real problem with the way the NFL's done a lot of things.
Yeah?
I thought the math of the league worked out so well. 32 teams, 6 in the playoffs. The way that the format worked out, even numbers, it was great. The greed got a little too much. 17 weeks is if you expand the season, you have to go to double buys. Number one, and I think you have to expand rosters. It's just a matter of plain safety.
And that's when you have problems, because when you expand the roster, that means more people
more
get
money.
paid.
Yeah.
Yes, and guys are getting paid less.
Yeah,
I do think that football, particularly NFL football, is going to be the sport that suffers the most quickly from the avalanche of greed that is taking over all of these sports.
You know, I've heard that for years. Was it pigs get slaughtered?
Hogs get slaughtered.
Yeah.
Pigs get fed.
I've heard this for years, and it doesn't seem like it's slowing down.
Counterpoint.
Yeah.
Name one thing the NFL owners have wanted that they haven't gotten. Nothing.
They've gotten everything.
No,
right.
but
counterpoint number 2. When the players don't like something and they decide they're going to dig in and fight, how long does it last? Answer, not very.
Until they go broke.
But counterpoint number 3, Travis, is would you say that the quality of NFL football is as high as it was 10 years ago?
No.
Probably not, but here's the rub.
And that's just really what it is.
I'm not
it's more
saying
of a passing league.
The league as like a product might be slightly less perfect
but it's
than
still,
it used to be.
It's still way more entertaining.
It's the number 1 league in the world.
Right.
It is the thing that we, as far as I can tell, and in my entire lifetime, and we've kind of, the graph kind of goes like this, we can't get enough of it.
Right.
Right. Whether it's combine, whether it's free agency, whether it's draft, whether it's games, there's just no sating the appetite of NFL stuff. Games are always going to be played. They're already playing 20 games. We'll get that extra bye week in there. I know the roster expansion thing is a big deal, right? Because it's going to, if your salary cap is, pick a number, $200 million,
sure,
spread over 50 guys, That's X amount of dollars per player spread over 55 or 60 guys. That's much less per player.
That number's going to have to go up.
They're going to do it anyway.
Yes.
That was a quality usage of the word sating, by the way.
Thank you.
That was excellent.
Thank you.
Listen, not to get too existential with this, but
I'm
I
rarely
think
satiated.
The real change here will come when some of these OG owners, quite frankly, are no longer with us. That's when.
How many of those are left? Not a ton.
Not a ton, but once you get an actual
Kraft,
turnover
Jerry.
in those generations
Lamar's.
of actual people, that's when things I think will start to even out. But I don't like to talk about that kind of stuff.
Well, I used to
still with
care.
us.
I used to care about college football. I used to care about the student athlete. I don't care anymore. They're getting paid. You can
They
transfer
nuked it.
anytime you
Yeah.
want. It's done. It's done. So I used to always worry about college football players playing more than 13 games. 13, 14 games, that's a lot. You're making them pros. Well, guess what? They are 50. They are pros now, and they have GMs now. Well, same with professional football. If you want to take it up to 20, great. Is it safe? Hell no.
Yeah.
Are you going to pay me? Sure.
Yeah.
I don't care anymore.
Let me ask you though, what was your routine like in Hawaii? Where would you get after it when you were on the island?
Oh, the funny thing was, it was always, I told you, the first person I saw, no, that was the Pro Bowl. In Hawaii, it was the Grand
Pro Bowl
Walea. The first person I saw at the Pro Bowl was Key.
Yeah, you mentioned
that. Yeah,
that.
walking in. And then at the Pro Bowl, it was a race to the hot tub. That's where all the stars were. It's this hot tub. It's a hot tub that's surrounded by a pool. It's weird.
Oh, the hot tub's in the middle?
It's right in the middle.
Oh,
So that's
kinda
where
neat.
all the cool people hang out. So
Okay.
if you get to the middle, that means you are
You earned
somebody.
it.
Absolutely. So guys,
The VIP of the
Is
hot
that-
tub.
I got questions. Do you earn your hot tub seat by being a good football player or through other means?
It's a respect and it's a good football player. So if there's an interloper, if you don't belong, then they will just leave.
Is it you didn't have enough sacks or you're not bringing enough to the table to be in
Or
the hot tub?
they just don't respect your game. You know what I mean? Like, you made
Is
it.
it a situation you can throw cash at to perhaps
Right. No.
circumvent
It's just,
the lack of juice?
When Emmett's sitting there, Michael Irvin, guys that like take up residence at this hotel, they're at the Pro Bowl every single year. This is what they do. So you're following them. So
Gotcha.
if a guy shows up that doesn't belong, they'll just pack up and leave, and you're out there by yourself.
Who was the guy when you were trying to explain one of the financial components of the player agreement?
Johnny J.T. Thomas.
Yeah,
I
and
love
what
him to death.
what was it? I ran a
I ain't running no 401k. Oh, Clinton.
What?
So
What?
we go to Hawaii, and we're talking. This is when we're putting
This is
in the
amazing.
401k. So it's basically free money. It's 2-to-1. Right? You put in 1, they'll put in 2.
Yeah.
So it's free money. So me and Ernie Conwell.
Investment strategy.
Investment strategy. We go
By
over.
the way,
and
that's the greatest 401k.
I was
I've
gonna
ever-
say, like,
we
where
put in
you
one, you put in 2.
It's-
That's
it's
the
a-
greatest thing ever.
Ever. It's a no-brainer. So we go over, we get all the bullet points. Me and Ernie come back and we do this PowerPoint presentation. Me and him are up there with long sticks. Watch this. This is how it goes. Da-da-da. The whole team, right? We finished this 35-minute presentation,
That's
right?
a long presentation.
Okay, right. For a bunch of football players. Okay, any questions? Hand shoots up in the back. Yes, Johnny. Johnny, what's your question? I ain't running no damn 401k. We do enough running around here.
Meeting adjourned. Everybody go home.
And
you
that-
get on a plane and you get instantly out of here.
Oh, my God.
And that is why 20 games is coming.
Wow. Yeah.
Right.
And
That
that
right
is
there.
why 20 games is coming.
That's embarrassing.
Oh, my
Because,
God.
By the way, 1 to 2 in a 401k, that's the greatest thing I've
You're
ever
not
heard
getting
in
a
my
deal,
entire
period. Yeah.
Not to, this is common. I'm sure you could look it up anywhere. The one that we're all on here is 50 cents to your dollar through the first 4% of your income.
Sure.
That's right.
Yeah.
This
I'll
is
take it.
math
free
breakdown with
It's
Travis
free.
Rogers.
It's
money.
free. It's free money.
Yeah.
Yes.
You should if you're not collecting it, you're doing it wrong.
Right.
But 2-to-1 to the good.
Done. Right. So this was
Take all my money.
This was
Yeah.
one of them. This is before we were getting ready to go on strike, or they were getting ready to lock us out.
Yeah.
So we decided as a union, we're going to keep the dues. So usually you give us $5,000, we'll give it right back.
Yeah.
We're going to collect it because we need a war chest.
Yeah.
So if we have to hold out or stay out of work, we can actually pay guys like baseball does. Okay, so everybody puts in within a month. I need my $5,000 back. Now we're talking millionaires.
$5,000.
We need.
Yikes.
I need my $5,000 back.
This kind of stuff makes my skin crawl.
It's in April. Wait a minute. You just got paid.
I picture some back room somewhere where all the owners are sitting around the long table and they all just lit up a
Yeah,
cigar
exactly.
hearing this
They
story.
know.
Like, That's why.
Yeah.
That's why. You guys ready to do 18 games? Not yet? Okay, we'll give them another
Envious of the basketball union. They're together. Baseball, they've got it sewed up. They run the league.
They never lose.
Right.
The
NFL has the weakest union of any sports team in any
sports. They've got the largest labor force and the shortest amount of
crazy.
career time.
Oh my God,
makes
yes.
sense.
And it's the only one where the money's not guaranteed.
Right. Well, that's
So
because of said factors.
I got to get back to work because the money's not coming.
Yes.
Right.
A dude pulls up in a Bentley, says, "I need my $5K." Well, I wonder where your money went.
You got to get gas. Yeah.
Thank you. I wonder where you spent that
Give him
cash.
Mike Tyson and buy a new Bentley. Gas is for suckers. ESPN LA is proud to partner with Children's Hospital Los Angeles for their annual Make March Matter campaign. We're auctioning off exclusive items like having myself, Mace, or Cappy call play-by-play for one of your games. We'll bring a broadcast to the game of your choice. All proceeds donated to CHLA. Visit 710forchla.com for more information. And you better get on the opportunity to go bowling with me.
I want to do this.
Yates is going to bid on it.
I'm jealous. I might outbid you just so I can bowl with Travis. Goodness.
Go have a few.
Yeah.
Eat nachos.
Come
You're
on.
a nacho man.
Roll some rocks.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's rules. This isn't
some
nom.
rocks.
Do you curve the ball?
No, but I do. Well, yes and no. I have more of a cut.
Oh,
you know, more of a cut fastball
Okay,
kind of deal. But
yeah.
I do roll two different rocks for the different
Oh,
goes.
so if you're
There
like
you go.
in a
lighter ball for the spare ball,
Okay.
heavier ball for the lead ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
DeMarco, do you have a bowling strategy?
You hit the pins
Drink
as
as
hard
many
as
beers
possible.
as you can.
There you go. As hard as possible.
There's
Rip it,
something that
rip it,
hits
yeah.
really, really the sweet spot when you're drinking a cold beer at a bowling alley. It's
great.
It's like a cold beer at a ball game. There's just some places that kind of elevate. Cold beer on a golf course,
Yeah.
bowling alley, ball game.
I'm always trying to
Garage.
explode the front pin. Yeah,
Oh,
you go.
when you make that pop and all the pins hit the back,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a fun
There you
moment.
go.
All
That
right,
is a
boys.
fun
It's good to
moment.
see you.
Good to
All
see
right.
you.
Absolutely.
Luka whining to the referees. That's next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Mason and Ireland.
An event you always wanted to go to but never had time to plan? That's where Absolute Sport comes in. They handle everything, tickets, hotels, VIP access, so you can just live in the moment and enjoy the experience. And because of their trusted league and travel partnerships, they can get you the best deals and actually save you money. So what are you waiting for? Visit us.absolute-sport.com, that's ABSOLUT-sport, and make your sports dream a reality.
Stirring fiber, exercising, frequent trips to the store for more laxatives and fiber. Sounds like your constipation with belly pain is a lot to manage. But if your symptoms that keep coming back are signs of irritable bowel syndrome with constipation or IBS-C, ask your doctor how Linzess can help you get ahead of it. Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
The CONCACAF Nations League Finals arrive at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, March 20th to 23rd. USA versus Panama, followed by Canada versus Mexico. The dream is now. Don't miss the Final Four national teams in the semifinals doubleheader. 1 ticket, 2 matchups. Get your tickets now on Ticketmaster. For more information, visit CONCACAFNationsLeague.com/tickets.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Hey.
Time's running out. ESPN LA, the Lakers, and Bibigo teaming up to find the Lakers Gafote. That would be the greatest fan of all time. And if you are the Gafote, you could win the ultimate fan package, including courtside seats and a year's supply of Bibigo. If this is you, go to LakersGafote.com. That's LakersGafote.com to learn more. Your last day to enter is tomorrow. Tomorrow, Wednesday, is your last chance to enter. So if you would like to get in on that, get going. LakersGafote.com.
Let me say this. We're not saying because the Lakers lost that they suck.
I don't think anybody said that.
Or we're not going off the deep end. We're just saying, like, based on what JJ said in his press conference, we like what he had to say.
We said they suck.
Some people. It's just one loss. We're overreacting. We're not overreacting to the loss. We're reacting to JJ and how he reacted to the loss.
Exactly.
We like that.
And love it.
That's all we're saying. Yeah.
Love it. No, look. You're going to lose.
Yes.
You're going to lose some games that don't make any sense. That's one of those games last night where Brooklyn stinks.
Yeah.
The Lakers were really shorthanded, and they played poorly, and they didn't execute the basics of an NBA team. And that J.J. Redick responded to that the way that he did was really interesting to me.
And refreshing.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I keep saying this. I would be surprised if J.J. Redick didn't turn out to be a great NBA head coach.
I think so, too.
Yeah, I think he's got all the ingredients.
He's got to be in the right spot, which I think he is.
You're here.
Very few NBA coaches go to one place. Like, this is his first stop, but I would bet the house that it's not his last.
You don't see a Spoelstra type run?
No, because that's once a generation.
But I just kind of see parallels with that. Like, why would you? He's young enough.
He is young enough.
He's got the basketball acumen.
Simply because that's not the way that it works almost always. There are exceptions to the rules. Right. Like Popovich has been in San Antonio forever. Spoelstra. Kerr has been in Golden State for a while. So maybe.
Okay,
but
you were on vacay. I asked AK this and never got an answer. If JJ goes the entire Luka run, if he stays, if Luka decides to stay and it's 8-10 years, does he make it the entire Luka run if they don't win a championship?
I'm going to give you my answer, but it has nothing to do with the individuals. Okay. The answer is no. And it's the same reason why we were just talking about it. Nobody lasts 10 years in these jobs.
True.
They just don't. It's just super, super rare to last that long in an NBA head coaching job.
What if it's never a disaster? You're always in contention. The one thing you just haven't done is win a championship.
Same answer.
Same answer. Okay.
Same answer.
I think that this team doesn't have the same level of patience as a team like the Dodgers, where the same thing was happening, where they did win a World Series in 2020, but they were getting close. They couldn't punch through for a long time, but they had patience and stuck with Dave Roberts.
Yeah, but I agree with you, Em, but there's another part of that. Basketball isn't baseball. Baseball, I think even the most... reactionary baseball fans understand that baseball sometimes that doesn't make any sense. And you just kind of throw your hands up and go, what are you supposed to do?
It's baseball.
Right, it's baseball. In basketball, the best team should win most of the time. Not every time.
Unless you screw it up. Yeah.
Unless something's missing.
Right.
Right? Like if the Dodgers were a baseball team and they had won one shortened season World Series in a 10-year window but had the best team every year, it'd be like, hey, what the hell is going on around here?
Yeah.
And Dave Roberts would have never gotten there, despite the fact that they're patient. Because, hey, you have Shohei, you have Mookie, you have Freddie, you have the best guys. You got to get this done. In baseball, you can go, yeah, we do, but I don't know.
It's baseball.
The backup catcher hit 3 home runs against us in one game over there. What do you want me to do?
Right.
It's baseball.
Stuff you can't. I thought the conversation you guys were having, it was you and Greg, and if Dave Roberts and the Dodgers don't beat the Padres, Dave's not here.
I think there's a good chance. Dave said that, by the way, yesterday. Did you see that quote?
I did not see that.
So
no.
he said, he didn't say that he thought he would be gone, but he did say that if we had lost to the Padres in the first round, that would have made 3 years in a row where we lost in the first round of the playoffs. I think he said the noise around my job status would have been dramatically increased. It was something
deafening.
Like he was certainly aware that they were this close to going out again, and I mean, he's certainly not getting an extension worth $8 million a year. Maybe he survives. I don't think so. Maybe he does, but we're having a totally different conversation.
Let me launch this torpedo through this. If it's so funny how you go from almost out of a job to now he can't be fired.
Mm-hmm.
If Dave loses to the Padres, same record, same everything, is he a lock for the Hall of Fame? Because 2 days ago, he was.
No.
He's not a lock.
No, but he's close, but he's not a lock because you're going to need that second World Series. Now, maybe he gets sacked and he goes somewhere else and he goes to manage, I don't know, the Padres, the San Francisco Giants, whatever it is. And he gets another one somewhere along the way, then it's just the totality of he's got this 640 winning percentage or whatever it was, multiple World Series championships, 100. Then he would go in. But if he just had the one World Series with the shortened COVID season and a bunch of what the hell, they got knocked out in the first round again. I don't think
with
so.
a high winning percentage. Yeah.
I don't think so.
It would be more of Andrew Freeman handed you this and you couldn't get it done.
Yeah.
Now it's different.
Now it's different. Look, new data leads to new conclusions.
When you win, it's all good.
Yeah,
that's the only data that matters.
So I hope this isn't too complex for people to follow because I'm going to try to. This is a deep thought.
Go ahead.
Everybody likes to win.
That's pretty deep.
And when you win, everything's fine.
Winning is great deodorant.
If you win, stay as long as you want.
You dang right.
If you lose, even if there's a bunch of good explanations as to why, sorry, man, we're going to have to make a change.
Yes.
Okay.
Even Greg Bergman says the same. I don't care. Fire him. But he's who are you going to get to replace him? I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just
and
fire
there would have
him.
been a line of teams waiting to go, we'll pay you. Come on in.
Of course they
over
would.
here.
Yes. So I just wonder. I wonder how the J.J. Redick experiment is going to go.
It will go like, if I had to place a bet.
Yeah.
I would put my chips on. He will be here for 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
7 years or so.
That's a good one.
And then it will expire and he will go to the next place and he will be there for roughly the same amount of time, maybe a little less, maybe a little more, and then he will move. You think
he's more disposable? Okay.
That's 90% of these guys. Now maybe he falls into the 10% that it doesn't happen for. Maybe he's Steve Kerr. Maybe he stays forever and ever.
You got to win.
Yeah.
You got to win a championship.
Steve Kerr won 4 titles.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I think he's got a few years of grace with LeBron because LeBron is clearly the guy that's the most important guy in the room, or has the most cachet in the room, the most respect in the room.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
The last one for sure. The second one, I think probably. The first one, no.
Well, if you're going to break this Luka pony, you're going to have to do it in the LeBron era.
I agree with that.
Because once he's gone, now you're on your own.
I think the Luka part of it, too, is you have the opportunity, I'm going to use your analogy, to break him because he has to be on his best behavior right now. That for
JJ or Luka?
Luka.
Okay.
Luka just got shown the door, and everybody's like, "Wait, what?" If all of a sudden the Lakers were button heads with him, it would be like it's a Luka thing, because he's too for the second team to kind of like all of a sudden get at loggerheads with this guy. That would be weird. So he's probably more perceptible to being altered than at any point in his career.
No doubt.
Like in Dallas, he's going to tell people to pound sand. I'm going to do it. What, are you going to trade me?
And laugh. Right.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't take the beer back from Michael Finley in that video. I'm surprised. Like, give me that thing back. What are you going to do about it? But I don't think he's going to go 8 for 26 again.
His shot does look a little off.
Could be tired.
His passing is on point. His decision-making is pretty darn good. But that three-point shot has just not been
3
there
of
for
10.
him.
That's not going to get it. Yes.
I think it could be just something that comes with time. He has only played, 2 handfuls of games here?
12 games.
But the thing is, and people are saying this, and people are seeing this also in a loss, that is the whining going to get old? The whining to the rest? We have, LeBron, who already does that himself, tries to get the calls, but is the whining going to get old with Luka? Because it got old in Dallas, apparently.
That stuff gets on my nerves. It really does. All that whining stuff. If it's a foul, it's a foul. Just move on. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're right and they're wrong, just move on.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It sucks.
It's a lot, and you can see the very faint outline of the frustrations that Dallas people had. Like, it's still, I'm thrilled that he's here. I hope he stays forever and ever. I hope he gets in incredible shape, and I hope he leads the Lakers to multiple world championships. That's my hopes and dreams. But the constant whining is like, dude, can you just run back to the other end of the floor? If you want to go bend a referee's ear during a timeout, knock yourself out.
Yeah.
But can we get back?
Not going back to the 90s and Jordan, right? Jordan complained, but he complained while he was running.
They all complain.
Right.
The basketball players complain about calls.
Tim Duncan always complained.
But there's this constant hands out, constant,
like
demonstrative.
And my argument is more important than the actual play that's going on.
Yes.
That's what drives me nuts. How do you turn your back on the play to argue a call?
Yeah.
They learn it from
for
soccer.
The break. Is that what it is?
They learn it from soccer.
Neymar.
It's an increasingly more international league. Soccer, it's a huge part of the way that you play, especially for men's soccer, is the performance, the getting the calls, and oftentimes in soccer, they do it at the expense of a play.
But while the play's going on,
Yes.
Yeah.
Neymar does that?
Neymar did it a lot.
Ronaldo does it all
I can't
the time.
stand him then.
Yeah.
Remember the guy from Chicago that was celebrating on the Hail Mary?
Oh, yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Focus on the game.
Yeah.
Complain later. What are you doing?
I'm not quite as far as you. I'm going to go like 85% of the way with you because I want the coach and the star players to be in their ear because I do think it makes an effect. I do think that you will ultimately get what you want if you do it strategically. But I do think that there's a point of no return with guys like Luka. It's like, dude, every time we come down, you complain. I'm not even listening anymore. But if you do it a little bit more strategically, like if Phil Jackson was a master at this, right? If he wasn't getting the calls that he wanted in games, he would go into the press conference or whatever and say, oh, well, we're getting hosed because of XYZ.
Right.
The next game, XYZ were officiated slightly
Would change a little
differently.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So I understand the method to the madness, but Luka's whining is noticeable.
If I was an official, I would tee him up in the first 2 minutes of every game and just say, the next one, you're out. I'd put the onus on you. I'm not having this stuff tonight. I'm tired of you. 3 nights ago, you were on me. There's your tee.
Okay.
Now it's on you.
Okay.
Keep talking. Go.
Here's the problem with that. It would prevent him from chirping, right?
Right.
But what if it's one of those weird things where I have to double tee guys because they stop pushing? And I gave you one that I could have easily let go early. And now somebody shoves you, you shove them back. I got to double bang both of you guys, and now you're out of the game.
Well, you better think twice about that shove then because you're already on notice.
I hear what you're saying,
Yeah.
and in a vacuum, sure, these people are coming to watch Luka play basketball.
Okay,
They're
so-
not coming to watch a referee teach him proper
So then
manners.
take the officials out, and then JJ, shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me handle that. I will handle the refs. You get your big butt back on defense.
I like that a little better.
Yeah.
I just, like, Ireland's got a theory that you should, short of laying your hands on an official, you should never get teed up.
Oh, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you can yell and scream and complain all you want, and I'm not going to tee you up. That short of physical contact.
But that's just not the way it is.
I get it, but I'm not kicking star players out because they're whining or they're complaining too much. I would be super slow to pull the trigger on tees.
I would laugh. This is football stuff. So I laugh when the ref pulls the flag and throws it. It's going to be a personal foul, right? He's going to call 15 unsportsmanlike conduct. I always laugh at people that argue after that. He threw the flag.
Yeah,
It's
he's not
done.
picking it up.
Right. You've already done it. You've messed up. Shut up and move backwards.
All right, a lot of quarterbacks moving all over the place. There was like 4 guys that went to new teams. By the way, we might get some Aaron Rodgers news later today. I got a question for you that I need your football expertise on. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Shut up! LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Travis. ESPN LA is proud to partner with Children's Hospital Los Angeles for the 10th annual Make March Matter campaign, helping kids get the breakthrough care they need. CHLA gives families hope with leading-edge research and treatments. ESPN LA is auctioning off exclusive 710 experiences like a private tour of the Legends Attic showroom with me and a sports legend, and every dollar raised goes to CHLA. Visit 710forchla.com to bid and make a difference today. That's 710forchla.com.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Winning matters, especially after an accident. At calljacob.com, we're here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
Cap here. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like you're insured.
AutoZone. Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
I need new rotors.
When you buy 2 Duralast rotors during our spring sale, you get Duralast brake pads free.
Free?
With the rotors.
Well, that's great. What if I need extra stopping power?
You can upgrade to Duralast Gold pads for just $10.
So Duralast pads are free.
Yep,
And an upgrade is just $10?
that's right. Part of the spring sale at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
A great lawn is like a great sports team. It takes expertise and a little extra care to really stand out. That's where True Green comes in. They're the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour, so they know a thing or two about keeping grass looking like a fairway. It's more affordable than you think, and they'll even match any competitor's price. Plus, True Green backs it all up with a satisfaction guarantee. Head to TrueGreen.com today. Let the pros do the work while you sit back and enjoy the results.
It's the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Travis Rogers and DeMarco Farr.
But
So I think there's a but. I think there's a but, but not a big but. It's a little narrow but.
The Travis and DeMarco Show rolls on.
On LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN.
What's this? I think, yeah, that's the right look.
This is like a nightmare. What is this? Yeah.
Oh, man.
This is like the song the kindergarten teacher plays to get everybody to line up on their dot.
Or when they're showing scary images on the internet. This is what they play. Yeah. What is that?
I don't know. I can't see the name because the timer's on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Did you request this, Travis?
What scary images are you looking at on the internet?
You ever seen those things where they like, what do you call those?
Oh, it's any video or image.
Videos, yeah, those scary videos. Like pictures from the past that actually have deeper meanings.
Oh, I don't like those.
Yes. And they play stuff like this.
I don't like that.
Yes.
I don't like the wagon going through the town. No, I don't like that.
Or the yo-ho, the sea shanty that people
I hate that. And they show those ships getting
going
tossed
through
in the ocean.
The what past
the up by the Bering Strait.
No. I'm talking about the one that's like below near Antarctica. There's like a
the Cape Horn. Is
no,
that what it is?
I'll find it.
Okay.
Those boats getting tossed like those giant cargo ships.
Oh yeah, getting tossed around. Yeah, freaky. Yes. Stuff like that.
I wouldn't be a good seaman, DeMarco.
Not at all. We would quit.
The Drake Passage. That's what I'm talking
Drake
about. That's like it's below South. If you're trying to go around South America and up, like you get. It's a very dangerous passage on voyages, and people always send the images of that.
Not at all.
Thank you.
What's the one? It's just a cigarette and an alien, not that bad.
Yeah.
That one. It gets creepy. It's creepy, and then it slows down. And really, when they show you the other side, it's creepy.
That sounds.
What about the back rooms? Ever seen those? The back rooms.
What's a back room?
TikTok or whatever. People talking about how it's this like liminal space that people can sometimes enter into in their dreams if they wake up at like between 2 and 4 a.m. and it's this space that you feel like you can't escape but can sometimes be recreated into video games. Look it up. Look up the back rooms. They're scary.
Okay.
I had.
I'm terrified right now.
Now that you see, you did a thing. It's going to plant a seed in my brain that I think I'm going to let go. And a week from now, I'm going to have that.
It looks like empty office space, but it's the back rooms. And it's just these like yellow, empty office spaces that you don't know how to get out of. So you're walking through them and you don't know how to leave. It's almost like when you have sleep paralysis. Sometimes those show up.
Have you ever had that?
Sleep paralysis?
Yeah.
I've had it once.
Explain it.
You'd explain it. I've never had it, but it's
when you wake up and can't move?
Yes.
Yeah. And a lot. Yes.
And like sometimes you'll see images, like you'll see something.
So are you awake or are you asleep? Are you imagining this or are you actually consciously awake?
Me,
and
I'm awake.
Can't move?
I'm awake and I can't move and it sucks and it's terrifying and like you get scared.
How do you know it's not a dream?
Well, because you're awake, you're there, you're kind of conscious, you just can't move. Yeah, so what I try to do is just go back to sleep. Try.
That sounds terrible.
It is. And I get mad at my wife. Like, you see me over here struggling, wake me up or something.
Are you like tossing and turning?
I must be moving because I'm trying to move. And every now and then, like, I can move a foot, but I can't do it consistently or a hand. It sucks.
Yeah,
like,
you feel heavy. Like, you feel really, really heavy. You can't move.
No, I'm out.
Wake me up, man. I'm over here scared
Thought you're not supposed to wake up sleepwalkers.
I'm fine. Wake me up. If I'm sleepwalking, wake me up. I'm good. Yeah.
One of my kids used to do that. Like,
really?
In the middle of the night, you'd hear him walking around downstairs. It's like you'd go down, he had no idea he's doing it. And you just kind of, hey, go back to bed. And they'd go back
like,
in.
for real, is he faking it?
No. For real. Like, he wasn't doing, like, he's just literally, like, walking circles through the living room.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, not doing anything bad. Like, you could tell he's, you had that look on your face where he just asleep. Like, he wasn't, it was trippy.
When I used to sneak cookies in the middle of the night when I was okay,
this
and I'd pretend I was sleepwalking.
This was not cookie breath. This was complete disorientation.
Okay, all right.
And just very gently, hey, head back.
Did you ever fake sleepwalking? Like, I don't know what I'm doing
only
right now?
Only in Scooby-Doo.
Oh,
That's the only thing I've seen where they hold their arms out like that.
I hate
Well,
the baby
that's a
laugh.
zombie.
The baby laugh at the middle of the night, man. That baby laugh. He's in the crib and he starts giggling out of nowhere. I'm just, he must be having a nice dream.
Yeah, it's a nice dream.
Bro, in the middle of the night, it's something else.
The baby starts to laugh in the middle of the night?
He just starts giggling out of nowhere.
Could be gas.
I'm sleeping with the lights on tonight. Yep.
Yeah. Could
Locking
be
all
Yeah,
the
don't
doors.
look up back rooms then.
No. Trust
It'll
me,
be in
I
our
won't.
timeline right now.
Won't do it.
All right, so here are the guys with some new teams. As we're sitting here at 10:22 on a Tuesday morning, Sam Darnold is in Seattle. Justin Fields is in New York with the Jets. Geno Smith is in Vegas. Daniel Jones is in Indianapolis with the Colts. Indiana Jones.
Wow.
And Aaron Rodgers may move before too long. You're looking at these guys: Darnold, Fields, Geno Smith, Daniel Jones. Couple of things go through here. Number one, I could not be more thrilled that the Rams and Matthew Stafford came to an agreement.
Aren't you so happy?
Because his ability at that spot is infinitely better than everybody on that list. And if that's the pool that they're going to have to fish in to try to replace him, then they had no choice but to give Matthew Stafford what he wanted.
I think you would have gone right to Rodgers, if not Stafford. I think that would have been your next guy.
Yeah.
And he would have wanted to come play here.
Those guys are a big drop-off.
This is where you don't want to be, when you're in quarterback limbo and you're trying to make anything work. The only one that doesn't make sense, besides, and I heard the Indiana Jones. That's so funny that Daniel Jones is in Indy right now. And I think Harrison Ford had a better whip than what he has. That's just me, though.
Great.
I think Daniel Jones could run faster than Harrison Ford, though.
I bet he could, yes. Yes.
Now.
There's no snakes in that division. No. But the Sam Darnold in Seattle still baffles me. I don't know what they're doing, and why are you doing this?
Unless it was just to acquire you're going to have to spend X amount of dollars on a quarterback.
Yeah.
You could either give it to Geno or you can give it to Sam Darnold. And in their mind, that's pretty close to doesn't really matter. And we get a third-round pick out of the whole
Wouldn't
deal.
you say that the Raiders are closer to a playoff spot than the Seahawks right now?
No.
Because of the division?
Yes.
Okay, division's tougher. That makes sense, but there's only one wild card.
The Raiders could get a lot better and still finish in last place in that division.
True.
Yeah.
And the AFC is more difficult as well, just in general. The conference is more difficult to get into.
The Seahawks nearly made the playoffs last year, and they weren't very good.
10-7.
Yeah.
Came down to the very end,
Yeah.
and you took a step backwards. Usually, you take a step forward with that.
I
with
would
a team
argue
that's close.
If I'm arguing on their behalf, I think Geno Smith is better than Sam Darnold, but it's by a small margin. I don't think it's a huge difference. I think they would argue it's the same. It's the same, and now we have a third-round pick that we can use to try to get better.
That's
somewhere
fair.
else.
I mean, good luck to them. I mean, if you're a Raider fan, are you really happy with this? Because I remember I said Geno could be your guy, and I didn't get like rave reviews.
I think it could. I think this is a great example of a lot of things can be true at the same time. That Sam Darnold and Geno Smith can be roughly the same, and it's not that big of a difference. But for the Raiders, Geno Smith is a huge upgrade over what they've had the last couple of years.
100%. Yes, you're talking about people eating crackers, and now you've got a guy that can actually play football a little bit, so it's a full course meal there. But Pete Carroll understands him, knows him, can protect him, I guess, so to speak, give him all the support he needs, and he's a pretty good quarterback. He's pretty mobile. Yeah. He's got a decent arm. He can run the offense. Experience. I think the Raiders, again, this is two smart moves in a row. First, you signed Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
Then you went out and got Geno Smith.
I'll throw another one in. They got Chip Kelly as their OC, too.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be fine. I think the Raiders are going to be like an up-tempo offense, which is fine because that's what he did in college anyway. It makes more sense.
Yeah, I like what the Raiders have done, but so let's go through these names again. We're talking about Sam Darnold, Justin Fields, Geno Smith, Daniel Jones. I understand that we could rank them, right? We could say this guy's a little bit better than this guy, that guy's a little bit worse than the other guy. Okay, fine, whatever. All of those guys are kind of the same. All of those guys are just kind of, all right, It's not your first choice. It's fine. Can we win? Yeah, as long as everything else is operating pretty well, we got a chance. Are any of those guys like, we got our guy? Hell no.
No.
Right? They're it's fine.
Maybe the Raiders. Maybe. I mean, you could try to sell that. Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
At best, I think it's a maybe.
Yeah.
This is why I think it is so interesting when you go into the draft, when you go and you have a chance, like Matthew Stafford is quasi-available for a period of time, to not just try to spend every last penny, every last asset to try to get one of these guys, because you can shuffle the day. In Indianapolis, for instance, is Anthony Richardson going to win you a championship? No. Is Daniel Jones? No. Like they're just kind of, they're different flavors of the same bland food, right? There's no big difference. You got to try to get your hands on one of these guys. And if you don't, you're just spinning your wheels.
And if you have him, make sure you keep him in uniform. That's the thing. I don't know what we're fighting over here. I mean, what am I missing about Matthew Stafford? Why is this a big deal? Even if it's just a paycheck.
Yeah.
You would still pay the freight. Do you want to go back to what you used to be before him, before Goff? No, it was a mess back then.
Right.
Do you want to be in this pool when you're picking from, dare I say, flawed guys?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Then everything you got as an asset dies on the vine waiting for this guy to get it right.
If you've got a team like the Rams who are good, you got a coach who's very good.
Yeah.
You've got a window that is maybe
You're on
not,
a clock.
You're on.
Yes.
And you're on. This is an easy decision. Give him what he wants. Is
Right.
it exactly what we want? No. Do we maybe have to go a little bit further than we're comfortable with? Okay, fine, do it anyway. Because your alternative is Sam Darnold or Daniel Jones or Geno Smith.
Right.
It's like we're just one of. If there are 10 teams that got a shot, well, now all of a sudden we're in the other 22.
True.
With this guy, we're one of the 10 teams that got a shot.
If there was a case where Burrow, Mahomes, Josh Allen were all out there,
take whatever you want.
That's what I'm saying. But this ain't the case. You keep the guy you have and let the rest figure it out.
Or if you stink, you can put one of these guys on your team. And if you got a high draft pick, you could use one of these guys as a temporary solution, because we're not going anywhere anyway.
True.
Right? It's, to me, winning 6 games is far worse than winning 2, because both stink, right?
Yeah.
But both are not getting us anything good. I understand that over the course of the 5 months of the season, I'd rather watch 6 wins than 2.
But
if
a 2-win puts you at the top of the
wins,
draft.
I get to get whoever I want.
The top of the draft,
And
I know.
especially if all of a sudden there's a Cam Newton or a Peyton Manning or an Andrew Luck or whoever, it's like, yeah, that guy's going to be pretty damn good.
Oh, my
Give me
God.
that guy.
Can you imagine if you're sitting on 2 wins with 4 weeks to go and then you win all 4?
So this happened.
Someone just did that.
This was the Rams were involved. The Jets, when they beat the Rams that year when they were 0-14, and they could have
lost
had
it on
Trevor
Lawrence.
Way back when. This is the Rams playing in Cleveland. There was a guy that I love. James Hall blocked an extra point, and the Rams won by a point. It was like 15-14.
I mean, the Patriots.
Terrible game. And you know what that win cost? Cost him Andrew Luck.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's just what.
But what do you tell? Don't block it.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like, I'm not even going to be on this team next year. I don't care if you're getting Andrew Luck. I'm looking for my next job. And if I get a hand on a kick, maybe I get a job.
Oh my God, it was so bad.
The Patriots beat the Bills at the end of this year and cost themselves the first overall pick as well.
Cost Mayo the job. That's what it was. Yes.
Now, the coach is a little different.
Yeah, right.
The coach is, hey, listen, come here. This is what Brian Flores was saying in Miami.
Yeah.
Right? Where he's like, look, I was given marching orders to not win football games.
Win the game.
Right?
Yes.
If I'm Bob Kraft and I pull in O.J. Mayo and I say, or Gerard Mayo, O.J. Mayo, my God, that would be a basketball player from 20 years ago. My brain works fine. No big deal. You say, hey, listen, you know, if we lose today, we get the first pick. I'm not telling you not to lose. I'm just saying, you know that if we do, we get the number 1 pick, and I think you are the right guy to develop that number 1 pick.
Right.
You understand what's up, right?
Yes.
Now, your players are going to go out there and compete like crazy because they're trying to win jobs. You have a future here.
Yes. So what you do is you onside kick every time. You run every fake you have.
You make some decisions.
You blitz like crazy, even if it's not the perfect spot for it. Yes.
Factor Caps coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Is your car due for service, right? Every 3,000 miles, 3,500, something like that. You got to make sure that your car is running at its absolute best. So why not get into Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change? Because They've been doing this for over 30 years, providing quick and convenient automotive maintenance services for busy people like us. You've got your to-do list. I've got my to-do list, and we're all trying to get as many things done every single day as we possibly can. So why not make sure that it's done right and done fast? 15 minutes at Valvoline. Oil changes, tire rotations, transmission care, and a whole lot more. Just pull up, drive in, and drive out in about 15 minutes. You don't even have to get out of your car at Valvoline. You sit there nice and safe, nice and relaxed, while the expert technicians make sure that your ride is running at its absolute best. There are over 80 locations ready to help you get your ride ready for the road in no time at all. So visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and to grab yourself some game-winning coupons off of your next Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
What's up?
And awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. You can run your game all season long on Prize Picks, and it's the best way to get action on sports in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, and Georgia. The app is super easy to use. You just create a lineup. All you have to do is pick more or less on a few players for your shot to win up to 1,000 times your money. And on Prize Picks, you can mix and match player projections on different sports. Combine your favorite basketball players with your best guys from baseball, hockey, esports, and much, much more. Prize Picks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. Download the app today and use code 710 to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code 710 for first-time users. Prize Picks, run your game.
Progressive knows RV owners like to travel at a nice, relaxing pace. Just like this commercial. They're not rushing to a departure gate at the airport because they depart from their driveway. And they can relax even more knowing they're protected by Progressive. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-494-6139. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-494-6139.
Here we go. It is Factor Cap time. Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show. Each weekday around 10:30, producer Emily serves up what's going down, and fun and frivolity ensues. Special thanks to the law offices of Joseph S. Normand for making Factor Cap possible.
It's Joseph S. Normand. It's Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. And if you've been hurt in an accident, let me help you. Call my office at 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let's do it. Factor Cap right now.
Take it away, producer Emily.
Factor Cap.
Thanks, Joe. Hi, guys.
Aloha. Howdy.
It's a tale as old as time. It's March, which means that you have to familiarize yourself with a bunch of colleges you've never even heard of in your life. And one of them that has been consistently popping up in the past couple of years has been Wofford.
Yeah.
If you remember, Wofford, I think they're some sort of animal dog as their
if you say so.
Mascot. Regardless, another tale as old as time is granny-style shots. So a player for Wofford is sinking and making all of his granny-style shots. Isn't ashamed because they're going in. They're working, and that's all that matters when you're up there. So you would never be ashamed to shoot granny style if it was working. Travis Fettercap.
Fact. I've never, ever quite understood why a player that struggles with a basic fundamental of basketball, shooting free throws.
Yeah.
Like to take Shaq or DeAndre Jordan. Like DeAndre Jordan actually got a little bit better. Chris Webber, guys that really struggled from the line, that are great players, but they've got this glaring weakness in their game. Like I told you the other day, the story Tolbert told me that if Shaq could have made 75% of his free throws, they would have changed the rules because they would have been literally an unstoppable force. If the ball goes in, they'll stop laughing.
True.
You know what I mean? Like if you are shooting 40% from the line and you're caving in the backboard traditionally, and you start going to granny style and you're still shooting 40%, then it's like, what am I doing here?
Right.
But if you go from 40% traditionally to 75% shooting it underhand, why not? Like people will stop laughing, and what do I care? The ball's going in the hole. I'm not getting fouled as much. My team's winning more games. I don't understand you shoot like an old league. Dude, it goes in. I can't make it the other way. Shaq's the best player of his era.
Right.
Who cares?
Wasn't it Rick Barry?
Rick Barry, yeah.
Rick
Shot
Barry
like 90%.
was the underhand guy.
And I think his son also did it in college basketball as well. And
Scooter
did.
Brent and John shot overhand.
See, I'm more of the Brent and John thing. I'm with you. I only wore Nikes because Reebok looks like you know what.
Okay.
If you had a safer helmet, I still want mine because it looks better.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to shoot.
You always told me you don't care about uniforms and stuff like that.
But I'm not going to shoot underhand. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I'll just work harder on the normal
but
shot.
Say it's not changing. You're still you're a 40% free throw shooter.
I cannot. I just can't.
I'd rather shoot 40%.
I would work as hard as I could to be a better free throw shooter.
You are a 40% free throw shooter.
Maybe if you have everybody in the arena turn around and I'll throw it in.
Everyone close your eyes.
right.
They probably do it at home for you. They turn around at home like nobody looked.
Travis, you're exactly right. I just can't do it. Yes.
Jorge.
I'm with DeMarco. I would practice, man. I wouldn't do it. Okay, so first pitch, would you throw it underhand?
If I was striking guys out, yeah.
Also, by the way, are you allowed to pitch underhand in baseball
like softball?
professionally?
See how softball they kind of
you're going
guys
submarine,
throw submarine, which is basically underhand.
Okay. So, Travis, if your best pitch was a softball windup, you would actually use that?
And I struck out Shohei Ohtani doing it damn right. Damn right. Or I could throw it overhand and he could hit it over the damn 76 sign. Look, but at least I don't look like a girl. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I told you I got the argument. Yeah. Okay, you're right. You're 100% right. Yeah.
That's great. The Sacramento Kings are doing a promotion. You know how during the game they'll have different gimmicks that people can go and try to win things. For this, I believe you would win a gas card, like a gift card to a gas station, which is great. And so the point of the game is they have a makeup of a gas pump, and you have to pump the gas and try to get it exactly right. So I think for this one, this guy was this guy was $25, and if he hits it exactly right, he gets the gift card. You win, and the guy did it, and he won. But he also he was an older man, I would say, older than you, Travis, and he just kind of was just. I can't say pump dropped.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, mic dropped. He pump dropped and it went away. So this is a promotion you could win. DeMarco Fettercap.
Oh, fact. I'm pretty good at it. I am.
What do you try to stop at?
100.
Even?
I try to stop at an even 100. I really do. Every single time. I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
I can do it. Yeah, fact. I'd be pretty good.
Trev?
No, I think it's capped for me because I just fill it up until it's full.
Yeah.
And then it goes click, and then I squeeze it again until it goes click, and then I squeeze it one more time. It goes click, click. Like I want
done.
Yeah, I want to wait as long as possible to go back.
You've never tried though?
I would no. I mean, I'm sure I have at some point, but I don't.
It's human nature. You're looking at. Let me see if I can stop it right on the zeros and
it's competitive
98.
nature.
Now I'm gonna try. Now that I know it's a thing we're doing.
And 102.
Yeah.
Dang.
Jorge.
So the nearest gas station to me it's an Arco, and they charge you 35 cents for paying with your card or whatever.
Right.
So I'm like, fine, I don't want to walk in there. I pay with my card. So every time I try to land it, if I'm gonna pump $40, I try to land it at $39.65 because of 35 cents.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I see you,
bro. So I can for sure. That's my game right there.
So I got a question for you guys: is under then you try to go, just try to bump it up to that number. And once you're over, that's like Price is Right.
That's
you're
it. You're out.
Okay.
Yes.
But I go to the next dollar at that point. I'm like, 41.
I didn't know there was a comp. Yeah.
I'm you, Travis. I just kind of fill up what I need or fill up what it is. So I'll be like, if I'm 41 and I'm trying to put 40 in, I'm like, 41.
I'm gonna get my bag of chili cheese Fritos. I'm going to get my bubble water, and I'm going to come back, and it's filled up.
You do not go to the little store at the grocery at the gas station.
Almost every time.
Really? There's nothing good in there for you.
I know.
It's all bad food.
So occasionally I will do, I'll buy something that's less terrible. I understand it's not like.
Or you get a water.
I do buy the water. I don't get the sodas, but
what's
I'll buy
less terrible?
Peanuts.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, like the dry
Something nutty.
roasted some peanuts. Like I understand there's a lot of calories in peanuts, but it's not a bag of Fritos.
I can't go in.
Better.
I will go straight to the Hostess aisle and stay there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your
right.
Every creation that Hostess has ever made is in that rack. What do you pick?
What do you mean?
You get one thing.
Everything.
No, you only get one.
Ho-hos.
Ho-hos.
I'll go
That's
with the ho-hos.
the rolled up one, right?
Yeah, I'll go with the ho-hos.
Yeah.
If I only had one, or the little cupcakes you get.
Those are good.
Remember those, the chocolate ones?
They're all exactly
and the
they're
yellow
just
ones
in different shapes.
Yes, love it. It's all the same stuff. Yeah.
Ever freeze the ho-hos? 'Cause that's what my grandma used to do.
No.
It's fantastic. Freeze the ho-hos, and then it's like it's lovely.
It's like an ice cream.
It's like an ice cream, but it has like the little I don't know fudge cake around it.
Yeah.
But it's really good.
Is Susie Q Hostess?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's like the sandwich form.
I couldn't
of
wait
What's
to
the
have
one that looks
one.
like a hockey puck?
That's a ding dong.
That's a ding dong.
I
Yes.
love the oatmeal pies.
Oatmeal pies are good too.
Yeah.
See, I'll stay
Are
there.
you familiar with the Chocodile?
Way back in the day. Are those still around?
I don't think
The
so.
little with the little frosting?
It's a Twinkie dipped in chocolate.
Yes, I know those.
The Chocodile is my number one.
My
go-to.
weakness is the little chocolate donuts. The
the
small-
donuts.
The mini. Oh my God,
Yes.
the whole bag.
Chocolate is so.
Yes.
That's like eating a
Powdered.
chapstick, though.
I
They're
know.
so waxy.
It's so good.
Yeah, chalky.
The go-to for me.
Yeah.
Crumb.
The crumb of the donuts. Yes, see,
Crumb donuts.
the whole bag.
Oh,
I
get
call
outta
it
here.
even if I just get the little 6-pack.
Or Travis, when you go to Albertsons and you get that case of donut holes dipped in chocolate, have you had those?
Yes,
Bro,
of course.
that's
Donut
something else.
holes dipped in chocolate.
Yep.
It's round
Let's stop
chocolate.
talking about this. Come on.
All right, I got one more
Yes.
for you guys, and this is, I'm sure, is going to be brought up on every single radio show across the country because it's an easy thing to just get at. But Southwest Airlines, their bag policy has changed, and you will not be able to check your bags for free unless you are a higher status member.
That
so you have to be a
sucks.
buy-in higher status member in order to get it. Otherwise, your bag is going to be
That
checked for a fee.
Sucks.
They have not revealed the fee quite yet. So my statement is, nothing is sacred. Nothing is sacred in this world. Why fly Southwest? They're not doing they're
that's a
changing up
great
the order.
question.
You could have assigned seats now. Southwest is gone. Nothing is sacred. Jorge Federico.
Fact. That was a game changer, man. Go to Hawaii, 2 bags each. You don't have to pay for those. And if you rent a car, you can take a car seat or a stroller for no charge either. Man, that's nothing.
changes things.
You
Yeah,
got
two
bags.
for free.
I know.
Trev?
It's Cap because there's one thing that I'm holding on to. We're getting closer, and that is a bummer. I'm a huge Southwest fan.
Sucks.
Right?
Yeah.
That really deeply
Sometimes Southwest is
stinks.
the only way you can get some places.
And especially on the West Coast, you can get everywhere without a stop usually, or
Right.
maybe one. And the 2 bag, like I like to play golf.
Yes.
Right. If I'm traveling with my golf clubs, free.
Yeah.
It was a huge perk. There's one thing that hasn't changed in my entire existence.
I can
think.
guess this. The 150 hot dog.
That's it.
The Costco hot dog.
And a drink, Emily. Don't you forget the drink. $1.50 for a dog and a drink, and it's a good dog. It's a big dog. It's enough to like. I feel like I ate
a meal.
something.
Yeah.
It's a meal. A dog and a drink for $1.50 at Costco might be the hill that I'm going to die on.
Fact, there is nothing. I missed the old Southwest before seat assignments.
Oh, the free for all, the corral,
and they didn't check back in the day, so
Yeah.
you could like buy a ticket to Vegas, stay on the plane, and wind up in New York. If you just stay on there all day.
You better think it through, though,
I'm just
because all of a
saying.
sudden that plane is in Oklahoma City and it's turning around and coming back.
You
What
gotta
about
be
your
smart.
check bags?
Keep them with you, right?
Yeah, carry-ons only in
that's
this
right.
situation.
Go all the way to New York for $50.
Remember when they used to give you those stupid plastic cards?
Yes, those little
Yeah,
things. I used to get. We used to fight over the thing you put over it, so you get the priority seating.
Oh, the little sleeve.
Little sleeve.
Yeah,
Used to beg for the sleeve. See, it's different now. Yes.
Oh, that is too good. That is too good. Factor Caps brought to you by the law office of Joseph S. Normand. You have many choices. I'm rattled. Joe, call
Why are
Southwest
they doing
and
that?
see what's up.
To make more money?
Family always comes first with Joe. 213-747-2000, the law office of Joseph S. Normand. 213-747-2000 or normandlegal.com. I wonder if that's one of those, hey, here's what we're going to do. We're going to float it out there that we're going to yank it back. People are going to be outraged, and we're going to pull it back and say, you know what? You, our loyal customers, have spoken, and we've decided to listen to what you say, and your bags continue to
My
ride
fellow Americans, we have decided to let the bags on for free. We have heard you.
Everything.
Smart.
And you can sky cap that thing
Yes.
easily enough.
You think they lost money on the bags, free bags?
Oh, yeah. They're the only ones that don't do it.
They were losing money on the bags. How? Space?
Well, okay, so I don't know if it's a losing. It's one of those opportunity costs.
We could charge
we
more.
Could make more by
Okay.
charging for them.
Right.
Right. Like we're making $100 per guy.
Yeah.
And you can make $125 per guy.
And you can charge people the seat upgrades more than you.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm more okay with that. I still like.
You know who's holding firm, who I thought would buckle by now, is Chick-fil-A.
On
Sunday.
Oh, well,
that's never changing.
Never. I know.
God's involved, people dig in.
So tell me why there's a Chick-fil-A in a NFL stadium.
They do other things at that place.
I'm just
They
saying.
host college games.
I saw that too. I'm like, must be events there.
Okay.
Monday
Saturday.
through Saturday. Yeah, I was with you.
Right.
No, that
And
It's
it's also the
never
way
changing.
low key just have working at Chick-fil-A. It's the way that they take that day to fix the store. Often.
Okay.
So no workers is working. It's oftentimes it's where they
so
do
there's
upgrades to keeping the
things going
building
on inside the store.
good.
Actually,
so
kinda
you do
smart.
deep cleaning, you fix things. It's also that to keeping your store nice.
Yeah, and they're always nice in there. Have you noticed that?
They're very
super
clean.
nice in there. Yeah.
Wonder why I work there.
Almost to the point of.
Stop.
Did you work at Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, for 4 years.
You're kidding me.
In high school.
How do they make that chicken taste so good?
Peanut oil.
Oh, there you go.
Mystery solved.
Right.
Popeyes or Chick-fil-A sandwich?
Depends on where I'm going. If I'm driving, Chick-fil-A. If
Okay.
I'm going home, Popeyes.
There's a big size difference as well.
Yes. You cannot drive with fried chicken.
Well, I mean,
You cannot
can.
drive.
It's a risky.
It's a
proposition.
risky deal,
The Popeye
yes.
sandwich, I think, is a superior sandwich. Like,
Oh, you mean the sandwich?
Yeah, the sandwich specifically.
Oh. Okay, then Popeyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you meant the meal. Yeah.
Chick-fil-A is just okay to me. I don't hate it, but it's like, it's fine.
You'll
It's
never
like how
turn it
it's
down.
how I feel about In-N-Out.
Yeah. I don't feel that way about it, but I understand what you're saying. Yeah, it's like, it's fine.
Okay, all right.
Like, if you give it to me, I'll eat it.
You'll eat it, but-
I'm never seeking it
So
out.
Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, you want a sandwich, you're going there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because then I get to, that was amazing. And then it's,
Remember how crazy people went over those things? People went bonkers
when
over
they
those
first
things.
introduced their sandwich. Me, LZ, Jorge, and Janice.
Yep.
We went to the one on
Right
Fig
down the
here
street?
by SC.
Yeah.
How long do we wait to get that sandwich? Half an hour?
Yeah, roughly.
The one right on the corner down here.
Right on the corner down
Yeah,
there. And there
okay.
was a lot by the and
With
we
the
went-
loopy drive-through?
We were
Yeah.
doing the morning show at the time. So
Yeah.
we were done at 10. We were
Right.
down there by 10:15. It's early in the morning.
Yeah.
Right? We got it relatively quickly. By the time we left, there was a line wrapped
Already
around
around
the
it.
place.
Yeah.
I know that 7-Eleven over there was hot.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's parking. Yeah, the
Yeah.
whole lot is taken. I know that one. Yeah.
It's not the only time.
Yeah.
You gotta know where these are. All right, we got 7 things you need to know before the start of the baseball season. Thing number 1 coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
The biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland on 710.
And I've also got a...
ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. At Los Angeles International Airport, changes are arriving daily to help reduce traffic, save travelers time, and transform the travel experience. The LAX economy parking structure is now open with thousands of smart parking spaces, as well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding, and in the future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforminglax. That's flylax.com/transforminglax.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on annual retirement contributions. With Robinhood Gold, the perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
Vivid Seats is your ultimate destination for basketball and hockey this season. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every one-timer and buzzer-beating 3 live and in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Don't miss out. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
All right, so we are 1 week away from the start of the Major League season.
Wait, did you say this is going away?
ESPN's baseball coverage is going away.
I love this song.
Me too.
Oh,
me too. Makes me think of Baseball Tonight.
Yes.
Way back in Sunday Night Baseball.
Harold Reynolds.
I liked HR.
Me too.
He's still on MLB Network all the time.
Do we not like Harold?
I like Harold.
I love Harold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Harold's great.
Who was the Tom Umansky guy with the big hat?
Fred McGriff.
Fred McGriff.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I wanted to teach baseball to you. and it sounded like it was in a hostage video.
Right.
It was amazing.
Big old trucker hat.
All right,
Yes.
so a week to go, the start of the Major League season, or at least for the Dodgers, it's a week to go for the start of the Major and the Cubs. Just kind of one little thing to kind of throw at you each day as we lead up towards the start of the season. And I want to start right here, DeMarco, because I think this is incredibly important. It's really hard to win the World Series. The Dodgers, I know everybody is peaking, you, me, the parade, everything, the Freddie Freeman home run that I watch nightly. So many things have to break your way to win the World Series. Having the best team is not necessarily the solution to this. You got to get lucky along the way. Because let's go back a year ago.
It's a good advantage to have. It's not everything.
It helps,
yes,
but it's not everything. That's exactly right. This is how hard it is to win. The Dodgers won the World Series. People say, oh, you broke baseball. You bought your title. It's just not how it works.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Premature, yeah.
But I don't think it's going to happen, and here's why. This is a team that was 9 innings away from probably firing their manager. Okay, they were down 2-1 to the San Diego Padres. They were 1 game away from going home in the first round for the 3rd consecutive year, despite having the best team in baseball year after year. And what was standing between them and being eliminated was a damn bullpen game. They had to run out a bullpen game against a Padre team that may have matched up with them as well as anybody else. They won the game 8-0.
Wow.
And they won the game 8-0 because they went out there and their bats were hot. They just had a good night swinging the bat, and they scored a bunch of runs. You know what happened after that? They won 10 of their next 13 playoff games. They were on the precipice of going home in the first round by a hair. They won 10 of their next 13 playoff games, and they did it with 3 starting pitchers. That's not how it's supposed to work.
That's unheard of.
This is how hard it is to win the World Series. They had the best team only they had to pull a rabbit out of their hat in Game 4 in San Diego with a bullpen game. Then they had to go with Yamamoto Game 5 in kind of uncharted territory for him after he had not pitched well earlier in the season against a team that had lit him up all season, and he delivered his best performance at the best possible time. All of these things go one of those things goes a different way, and we're having a totally different conversation here. So, yeah, the Dodgers went and signed Snell, and they went and added Sasaki, but they're going to lose in the first round again. We were one game away from that.
Yeah, you're talking about a new manager.
That's how hard it is to win the World Series.
So, do you think the Dodgers were the best team last year, period? I didn't think they were. I thought they won with grit and guile.
Full capacity, yes, but they weren't at full capacity in the playoffs.
They were hurt a lot, and there's and you had to do a lot to overcome that. So the broke baseball, that's premature. If we're sitting here a year from now and you've gone back to back, then you can say the Dodgers have broke baseball.
If they smash everyone.
Right.
If they have to do something along the lines of that, if they have to pull a rabbit out of their hat, if they have to go multiple, think about the game that they won the whole thing, right? Jack Flaherty was really bad in Game 5, and they went and got him early, and then a bunch of bullpen arms in a sequence that really, at the time, didn't make a ton of sense. It's like, wait a second, like Michael Kopech's into the game really early. And then all of a sudden, you've got Blake Trinan pitching not one, not two, but 3 different innings.
Right.
Walker Buehler, who may have to start a game in games, 6 or 7, all of a sudden is out of the bullpen on really short rest. He's digging deep. Like, you had to have a comedy of errors take place. Dodgers would have won the World Series anyway, I believe, because there's more opportunities to win those games. But it wasn't like it's just, we just beat everybody 10-3 every night.
No.
It's these things that could have gone either way. They had to break their way a bunch of times in a row for them to finally get rolling.
I would love to say Dave was in his bag.
I think he was.
Or Andrew Friedman was.
I think,
they both were.
So to give Andrew Friedman the credit, it's they didn't jettison Buehler when he was really struggling. You go out and you get a guy like Tommy Edman. Michael Kopech was available to anybody that wanted him. They went and got him and kind of quasi-fixed him. All of a sudden, he became really good. All of those little moves that they made started to pay dividends at the right time. But I think you're right, Marco. The order in which they executed those moves, I think that because you can't plan for what happened. Like you can plan for this guy pitches this night, this guy pitches the next night. He's the first guy in to face this guy. But when the whole thing just blows up in the first inning, now it's just seat of the pants time.
No doubt.
And he nailed that.
You ever watch Formula One?
Yeah.
Same thing. You can't plan for what happens. You have to adjust and move on and see what happens and keep the thing on the track at the same time. So, like I said, premature yet. You haven't broke baseball. But if everything goes right and you stay healthy, then you can say the Dodgers are guilty of that. But still not a guarantee because of baseball.
Who's your F1 team?
You know what? It's funny. I was a Lewis Hamilton guy.
Okay.
So which means
Ferrari?
I am going to Ferrari.
Yeah.
I'm going red now.
Okay.
Yeah. I started watching that Drive to Survive again. I didn't know about the Red Bull drama. Did you?
What? Be specific.
The Red Bull drama.
Is it the most recent season of Drive?
Yes.
I haven't seen that one.
It's the newest one that just came out. I guess there were some allegations. Some workplace brouhaha shenanigans.
Yeah, that was,
I had no idea about it, but this has been fun watching it.
I got super into it when it first came out.
Yeah.
What was that, 4 or 5 years ago now?
Yeah.
And then the pandemic kind of took it to a whole nother, because it was one of the first things to kind of come back online. The show, look, these guys, they go to the best places on earth every week.
Yes.
Literally, like you go to the best place in the best place week after week after week. I'm in.
In a great car.
In a great, and it's beautiful.
Yes. If you like the old ones, this new season will hook you from episode 1. Yes.
ESPN LA is proud to partner with Children's Hospital Los Angeles for the annual Make March Matter campaign, auctioning off exclusive experiences all month long, like covering the Kings for a day, riding the Zamboni, get to meet Bailey. All proceeds will be donated to CHLA. Make sure to visit 710 for CHLA.com to make a difference today. That's 710FORCHLA.com. My youngest child, Michael, rode the Zamboni one day at a game, at the Ducks game, as a matter of fact. My pal Aaron Teets
actually got on the Zamboni?
Between periods when they smoothed the ice again. He was 4 or 5. He was young.
Oh, so cool.
He's sitting up there like he's king of the world.
Yeah.
Like you would think sometimes, like, oh, this is low. The people look. He's up there doing this to the crowd. just like he's the Rose Parade princess.
Like
he's
Pepe?
waving at everybody like, hey, check me out. Look,
Yeah.
like he belonged there his entire life. It was terrific.
So cool. How do you get on the Zamboni? I've always wanted to ride that thing.
I can make that happen.
You can make it happen?
Yes, I think I can.
I want to get on the
If you really want to
Zamboni.
do that, I think we could do that.
Can I drive it or just
I
sit there?
do not think they will let you drive it.
I can just sit there and just...
You sit there and there's like a little shotgun seat where you get to
Bro.
sit there and wave at people.
The first time I saw that thing come out, I was like, oh my God,
pretty
that's
cool.
so cool.
Yeah,
I
it's
want to
pretty
do
cool.
that.
They make the ice
no
nice.
wonder the ice is so nice. It's a machine.
The 49ers have imploded. Oh, I like that. That's coming up next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
Next Gen is the official AC, heating, plumbing, and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. That's right.
I'm looking over... Oh, speaking of looks, luck has nothing to do with it. It's hard work and lots of humility. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Lucky Gift Giveaway. Get a 9.5-inch ceramic wok when you earn 500 points on your rewards card, the 18th.
Number 2.
Desi Banks, live April 25th.
And the number 1 reason.
St. Patty's Day freebie. Get a lucky Morongo bottle opener keychain, the 17th.
Morongo, good times.
The CONCACAF Nations League Finals arrive at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, March 20th to 23rd. USA versus Panama, followed by Canada versus Mexico. The dream is now. Don't miss the Final Four national teams in the semifinals doubleheader. 1 ticket, 2 matchups. Get your tickets now on Ticketmaster. For more information, visit CONCACAFNationsLeague.com/tickets.
What's up, kiddos? Clinton Yates here. ESPN LA is proud to partner with Children's Hospital Los Angeles for the 10th annual Make March Matter campaign, helping kids get the breakthrough care they need. CHLA gives families hope with leading-edge research and treatments. ESPN LA is auctioning off exclusive 710 experiences like catching a USC women's basketball game courtside next season with me and producer Emily. Every dollar raised goes to CHLA. Visit 710forchla.com to bid and make a difference today. That's 710forchla.com.
It's the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Travis Rogers and DeMarco Fogg.
But
So I think there's a but. I think there's a but, but not a big but. It's a little narrow but.
The Travis and DeMarco Show rolls on.
On LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN.
I just saw this. Hoyt. Michael Hoyt is in Buffalo.
Yeah.
But I just saw that Bobby Brown is now a Carolina Panther.
Ah.
I like Bobby. Bobby's a big old dude. I think
He's a
Bobby
big
has
guy.
a lot more in the tank than what he showed here. So maybe Carolina will give him the chance to express himself and become a well-rounded defensive tackle, which means not just a run thug. You can actually straighten out and rush the passer a little bit. So we'll
Okay.
see. But Bobby has 2 things that made me laugh. Number 1, he came out of the locker room for the Super Bowl. He was inactive that day, wearing slides, wearing flip-flops. I'm like, dude, you know this is the Super Bowl, right? How many people are watching you right now, and you're out here in flip-flops?
By the way,
yeah,
it tells me a lot about a guy that I don't know anything about. Go on. Finish the other thing.
That's my dude.
Jason Kelsey does that too. He always wears flip-flops.
Jason Kelsey's going to go to the Hall of
A little
Fame.
bit
He can do
different.
whatever he wants.
This is a rookie.
Yeah, Jason Kelsey, it's like the line in Bull Durham.
Yeah.
You go to the show, you win 20 games, you can grow the fungus back on your shoes. They'll think you're colorful.
They'll call you
Until
colorful.
then, you're a slob.
You dang right.
Yeah.
So what you're supposed to do as a rookie that's not playing is you take all the jewelry from the players that are playing because they don't want to lock it up.
Yeah.
They don't trust it. So you wear everything. You're the
Oh.
drip. You're the drip guy. Obviously, they don't trust you enough. So you're out there in slides. That's number 1. Number
I
2.
can see him on the side. Hey, you looking for a watch?
Right.
He's got it
He's that
inside
guy.
his
I mean, you
jacket.
got like 8 watches on, bunch of gold chains. So the other thing was, So Bobby never really spoke to the media.
Okay. He was pretty. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
You and I did that thing in the YouTube theater that night.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Remember? And Bobby was one of the guys that came in and sat
Bob.
with us for a while.
Yeah.
And you could tell, like, that was not something that he was super comfortable doing.
No, but he has a lot of things to say.
Okay.
Like, when he's around his teammates, he's gregarious, he's outgoing, but he's very distrustful of the media. So finally,
Did he get burned at some point?
Well, I mean, just that's how some guys are.
Okay.
So finally, we get Bobby to come out of his shell a little bit around OTAs or mini camps or whatnot. Just start talking to him and developing a dialogue. So he starts to talk, and we're talking about Nick Saban. So he says, I remember when Nick Saban came to recruit me. So I'm like, oh, this is a great story. So he keeps going, and he goes, my mom played college basketball.
Okay.
So we started playing one-on-one basketball in front of Nick Saban. Like, he's playing against his mom. Nick Saban is recruiting this big defensive tackle, and he's playing one-on-one with his mom, and his mom beat him.
I need you to tell people Bobby Brown's stats. He's 6'4",
6'5", about a good 320. And he's like the same size all the way up. He's just a
rectangle,
big, massive man. And he tells the story about his mom beating him in one-on-one basketball and talking trash in front of Nick Saban.
I'm not trying to be funny.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful to his mother. I swear to God,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not. His mom, I'm assuming, is not 6'4", 3
I don't
something.
think so.
Okay.
No, but she can ball.
I'm sure.
And
she can.
I'm like, Bob,
But
did you?
I'm just saying that 6'4", 320 is beating whoever you're playing, unless the other person is similar.
That's what I said. I said, Bob, did you let her win? He goes, oh no, I didn't let her win. I was
She
trying.
take him outside the 3-point line and rain him on his head, or like what
Took him to the post and gave him some. Right. That's what I'm talking about.
I bet Nick wasn't all that. I bet Nick was like, Mom's got some game.
Right.
Bobby, man.
But he said he liked it. He's like, if that's your mom, that's sort of the competitive spirit I want in you. If that's there, then I want it. So great story. But I hope he blossoms in Carolina. It just didn't happen here.
How long's he been here? So if he was here, it was rookie 4 years.
Yep, 4 years, and I think he may have a sack.
Okay.
And that might be 2 halves put together. So he's not really a pass rusher, but he thinks he is. Common tale.
4 years is a lot of water and sunlight for something to blossom.
True. He thinks he wasn't given the proper
Who does he think he should have been playing in front of or alongside of?
You want the truth?
Like, I'm thinking of the other interior linemen that have been on this team. You got Aaron Donald.
Right, not going to play.
You've got Kobe Turner. Right?
Now you're getting close.
You had Ashawn Robinson, who was here for a while.
Bigger. They trusted him. They paid him to be here.
Who else? He wasn't here when Brockers and those guys were here. But who else is he? I mean, who else are we talking about?
To me, I think the issue was Braden Fisk came in and took over immediately.
Braden Fisk was pretty darn productive.
So that's the thing. So you're basically a run guy. No, I can rush the passer, but can you rush like Braden Fisk?
Right.
If you can't, then he's going to get all the reps.
Yeah.
I think that's the issue. So maybe Carolina will give him an opportunity to rush.
I hope it works out for him.
Me too.
But
good dude.
The Rams function pretty well.
Yeah.
Like they don't feel like they're doing anything other than playing the best guys and trying to win football games.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you're the best guy, you're going to play. I mean, go
That's
ask Bo Limmer.
That's what I said.
Bo Limmer was the best guy for the job, and he's a 7th-round rookie, and Jonah Jackson just got paid a bucket of money.
Right.
And they said, Jackson, sit down, Limmer, you're in.
Thank you.
That to me means they're playing the best guys.
When they call me OG. So when they ask me, I'll just tell you honestly. If it were up to me, you'd be playing first and second, and I'd pull you out and put Fisk in.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much how it went.
Yeah.
And that's no disrespect. That's just getting in where you fit in.
Yeah, you don't do
But
this.
you can't make money just being a run defender. That's the problem.
This is crazy. Kind of sticking in the NFC West here for a second. We talked about the 49ers, and they're clearly, or excuse me, the Seahawks, they're deciding to kind of reset the table, right? That Geno is gone, and both their wide receivers are gone, and they're trying something different. The 49ers are just a totally different team than we've seen over the last few years. Here's what's going on. Deebo Samuel is gone. He's traded. Cut among Kyle Juszczyk, who was a...
They cut Juszczyk?
Yeah.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yesterday.
Oh, my God.
Juszczyk's out. Leonard Floyd is out. Javon Hargrave is out.
They're cleaning house.
And Malik Collins is out. Here is who they still have to take care of in free agency, right?
No, these left. These are gone.
Left in free agency. Dre Greenlaw, Javarius Ward, Talanoa Hufanga, Aaron Banks, Jalen Moore, Elijah Mitchell, and backup quarterback Josh Dobbs.
That's basically your whole team.
That's not only a lot of stars
in depth. Yeah, I wonder what they're trying to do.
What are they doing?
Maybe,
and they're probably going to pay Purdy.
Yeah, maybe we're wrong. Maybe they think Purdy is elite. Maybe they think he can do more with less. I didn't see that ability out of that guy.
No.
Why would you be cutting guys and saving money? What is your plan?
It's one game, so take it for what it's worth. I'm not saying that but that game we saw in the rain on Thursday night.
Yeah.
That was it 9-3 or whatever.
12-9.
That was and look, even Matthew Stafford was having a tough time in that weather. That was an ugly, sloppy, not a exciting, well played offensive football game. But that dude was nowhere.
No.
He had nothing cooking.
I do know that the one place that it's never going to happen. The one place Aaron Rodgers wants to play is San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one place that's where he's from. He wants to be a 49er quarterback. But it will never happen.
That would be sabotaging your future for the now with absolutely no guarantee that he's still got a lot in the tank.
Yeah, it'll never. But I don't get what John Lynch and crew are doing right now. What is your plan from here?
Could it be look, we're going to tear this down a year early rather than a year late?
Could be. We missed the window. It's over and we know it. Yep. We're getting out ahead of it.
Yep.
Could be. And it could be smart 5 years from now.
Hard to do.
Yeah.
Think about that. Debo, impact guy.
I think Debo was out of there once he punched the place kicker. I think they were sick of Debo way longer than we knew.
If it were just Debo, though, then it's like, okay, he's a problem.
Yeah.
That's, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's 13 guys.
Juszczyk is, really? Yeah. They let him go?
13 guys.
Unbelievable. I would sign him in a heartbeat.
Even if you don't have a fullback in your offense?
I would always have a fullback on my roster.
Not many teams do anymore.
No, but if you want to go 21 personnel around the goal line and you need a fullback, you can get a lot worse than him.
And you know what? The Rams often struggle at the goal line.
Big time. I would sign him, and he's basically a tight end anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I hate?
What?
That you just mentioned at the goal line. Teams that play from the shotgun exclusively, right? Like I think Oregon Ducks, because they do it the most, and it just makes me go, what the hell are we doing here?
Yeah.
You get first and goal from the 1 yard line or whatever it is, right? We're going to put our quarterback in shotgun. Now it's 1st and 7.
Right.
Like get underneath center, first and a goal from the 1. I got to move the ball this far.
Yes.
I got 4 chances. Moving the ball 7 yards is hard.
You know what comes up in my mind, right? Seahawks Patriots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Russell Wilson was in shotgun.
Yeah,
around the goal line.
Dude, get underneath the center. Yes. And I'm not saying everybody can push it, but I like my chances of starting the ball 3 feet from the goal line rather than 7 yards.
Or if you don't have a true fullback, then make a linebacker a convert or bring in the fat guy. Seriously.
Yeah.
Send in the missile. Fridge. Here we come. Right.
Kind of the fridge plan.
Pound it in there. Yeah.
Lakers get beat last night. They were missing half their team. They didn't play well. And JJ's holding their feet to the fire, and DeMarco and I both love it. That's coming up next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Hey, if you've been in an accident, right, a car accident in particular, you know that it's scary, first of all, because, it's scary. But then everything that comes after that is it's confusing. So add scary to confusing, because the insurance company is going to get to you and say, oh, hey, this is all we got for you. And you're thinking, well, I've been paying these guys every week. Okay, maybe. So don't take the insurance company's word for it. Get on the phone and call the law offices of Joseph S. Normand, 213-747-2000. You want an expert, right? You want to be able to turn that 4-figure settlement into a 5 or 6-figure settlement. You want to make sure that you're getting what you deserve and what the insurance company is capable of doing rather than what they think they can get away with. And that's what Joe does day after day after day. So if you've been hurt in an accident, pick up the phone and call 213-747-2000, 213-747-2000, or visit normandlegal.com.
The fun way to drive home is with Sedano and Cap.
Weekdays after Mason in Ireland.
Here's what I know, and I appreciate all you guys. You guys look at me the way I look at me, which is as a machine, as indestructible, as impenetrable, okay? I understand that. But you know what? I'm just human, just like the rest of you guys. Just like the rest of you, all right? I'm human.
Sedano and Cap today at 3 p.m.
on 710 ESPN.
ESPN LA and BBGO are going on a quest for the Lakers GOAT. No. Not the GOAT. The GOAT. The greatest Lakers fan of all time. Think it's you? Upload your pic or video to Facebook, Instagram, X, or TikTok, and tell us your favorite Lakers memory. Use hashtag LakersGoFoat, GFOAT, and hashtag promotion, and follow at ESPN Los Angeles. The Lakers GOAT is going to be rewarded with courtside seats, a VIP private tour of the Lakers UCLA Health Training Center, a year's supply of BBGO, and more. The Lakers GOAT. Is it you?
Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. You can run your game all season long on Prize Picks, and it's the best way to get action on sports in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, and Georgia. The app is super easy to use. You just create a lineup. All you have to do is pick more or less on a few players for your shot to win up to 1,000 times your money. And on Prize Picks, you can mix and match player projections on different sports. Combine your favorite basketball players with your best guys from baseball, hockey, esports, and much, much more. Prize Picks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. Download the app today and use code 710 to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code 710 for first-time users. Prize Picks. Run your game.
For a limited time at Verizon, you can get our best price ever. That's 4 lines on unlimited welcome for just $25 a line per month with autopay plus taxes and fees. You'll also get the new iPhone 16 Pro, 4 of them for the entire family when you trade in up to 4 phones from our top brands. That's a new phone for everyone, only on the network you can count on. Verizon. Visit a store today. 20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply for phone offer. See Verizon.com for details.
Evan Cohen here. Picking a place to build a life is a lot like selecting a draft pick. Make a decision that will set you up for long-term success. Pick Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, you'll find dynamic career opportunities, beautiful seasons, affordable living, and legendary weekends. From its high quality of life and great schools to its fine arts, culinary, and pro sports scenes, Wisconsin gives you so much to look forward to. That's why you should pick Wisconsin. Learn more about making Wisconsin your home. Visit pickwisconsin.com.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
You won't break my soul. Lakers GOAT. The clock is ticking. The time is running out. ESPN LA, the Lakers, and BBGO teaming up to find the Lakers GOAT. That's the greatest fan of all time. If you believe that you're the GOAT, you could win the ultimate prize package, including courtside seats and a year's supply of BBGO. If you think that is you, go to LakersGoFoat.com. That's LakersGFOAT.com to learn more. Last chance to enter is tomorrow, Wednesday. So if you're the GOAT, make sure that you get your entry in.
How many minutes did Vanderbilt get last night? 27 minutes.
Yeah.
27 minutes, 3 for 3, 1 for 1 from 3-point. 5 defensive rebounds, 6 total, no personal fouls.
Yeah,
I need a few hacks in there, man.
Yeah, they give you 6 for a reason.
Yeah,
let's use a few of them.
At least 1 or 2.
The rebounding last night, I think, two like really, what the heck is going on? They could not grab a rebound. I think Brooklyn had 16 or 17 offensive rebounds and a bunch of second chance points, especially late in the game when the Lakers were trying to crawl back into it. They couldn't get the ball
16
back.
offensive, yeah.
And
they
then
doubled you up on the offensive glass.
15 turnovers.
Ridiculous. Yes. Out-rebounded and you're turning the ball over. That is a recipe for disaster. And you're not shooting well.
Which led to this from J.J. Redick after the game.
I think it was just an overall mentality just to take shortcuts tonight. We just wanted to take shortcuts. Too many. They scored 20 points on us gambling. They had 16 offensive rebounds. We ball watched all night. We said no dare shots. I'll go through it. They probably made 6, 7 uncontested threes. Just shortcuts. You want to be a good team, you want to win in the NBA, you got to do the hard stuff. We couldn't even pass to each other. We couldn't enter our offense. Running ball screens literally at half court. Yeah, that's going to end up in a turnover. I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, before we get into the nuts and bolts of this,
The breathing,
the
dad breath.
Yes, exactly. That palpable frustration that we have all had at various points in our life, where because you can feel it, DeMarco. You can feel him start to accelerate as he's going. Like he starts like, look, it wasn't a good night, and we didn't play our best, and we said no dare shots, and we said that we got to be better on the offensive glass, and we're not communicating. We're setting screens at the half court line. Well, of course that's gonna. You can just feel him ramping up, and then he kind of tries to calm.
Yes. I could feel him pulling the car over.
He also sounds like Will Forte in that one sketch where he's like the guy that gets the wedding is like, like I'm trying to find the words, but yeah.
It is frustration manifested in a head coach, and I really like that he expressed it, because it would have. There's an explanation for what happened last night. They're missing half the team.
Right.
They had a letdown in concentration because for the first time in a while they were playing a bad team, and they've got two very good teams waiting for them on, was it Friday and Saturday or Thursday and Friday? Again, Milwaukee and Denver.
Yeah.
This is the spot where LeBron's not playing, Rui's not playing, DFS isn't playing. I know I'm forgetting one or two other guys along the way. They're missing a lot of players. It could have been just we're going to throw it in the trash. He didn't let him throw it in the trash.
No, and I'm looking at minutes played, right? So it couldn't have been Alex
Jackson
Lynn.
Hayes. That's what it
Jackson
is.
Hayes.
Yeah.
13 minutes. Gabe Vincent played 34. Maybe he's talking to him. Luka played.
Gabe was good last night.
He was good.
Yeah.
Luka played 41 minutes. So did Dalton Connect.
Dalton Connect was pretty good last night.
Maybe on one end. Maybe on the other end.
Yeah.
We're watching people take 3-pointers.
Yeah, but
he has been a traffic cone defensively.
And by the way, will be in perpetuity.
Right. Maybe he's talking to them.
I think he's talking to him.
Luka?
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah. 41 minutes. Let me see.
Luka was not good. This sounds weird to say.
Yeah.
Luka had a triple-double last night. He wasn't very good.
12 rebounds, I'll give you. 12 assists, I'll give you. 22 points, okay. If you shot better, that's a great game.
That was a completely
5 turnovers,
unimpactful triple-double.
He led the team in turnovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad.
Led the team in complaining.
Yeah, but he still finished +3. Yeah.
I understand. What I'm saying is he's a superstar player.
Yeah.
He's going to be held to superstar standards, and that was not up to snuff.
I'm just like, I do remember this is way back when it was JJ yelling at Dalton Connect. Like, he called timeout because Connect ruined the play, and he said, "This is your play. We're running it for you." Dang.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's not talking to Connect right there.
You think?
We're just letting people shoot now. Not all 20 points. Maybe I did see this with Mike Martz. He used to coach Trent Green through Kurt Warner.
Yeah.
So I would scream at Kurt because I can't scream at him.
Yeah.
So I can scream at Connect because I can't scream at Luka.
That's a weird guy to focus on last night.
Right.
Look,
I mean, 41 minutes, he played most of the game.
Because they had no choice.
That's what I'm
they
saying.
Didn't have any guys.
Right.
So I'm not. That was sloppiness more than anything else.
Yeah.
And the effort, like, it was weird. They got off to that quick lead last night. I think they were up by 15 in the first quarter. And after
28-16, yeah.
They were terrible. And the effort, like, they were kind of running around a little bit, but it was disorganized effort.
A bad second, 19-point second quarter.
A bad everything, quite frankly. Yeah. Like, even though they kind of scraped back into it towards the end of last night. But that was the worst game I've seen them play in a minute.
You won the first quarter, and that was it. You lost the last 3, and you got beat by Look, the Nets, they did win 21 games before they saw you. So they can somehow beat teams now and then.
Yeah, but they're ahead of the lottery. They're a lottery
big
team.
time.
They stink.
But they can up jump and beat anyone if you're playing this poorly.
But that's not what happened.
No.
They didn't beat the Lakers. Played like garbage.
That's what I mean. You can give away a game to the Nets if you're not playing well. But like Luka with 5, it might have been Luka. I bet it was all Luka he was talking about right there. He just can't say it by name.
No, I like that he said it.
Right.
I like that he is. And I think there's a reason why he said it. I think it's more than just saying it because it's in front of me. I think that coaches are strategic thinkers. I think that I'm going to let this go because of XYZ, or I'm not going to let this go because of XYZ. Had this been a night where LeBron's playing and Jackson Hayes is there and just to your point, Brooklyn just made a bunch of threes. Like the defense was pretty. And the Lakers had a lid on the basket. They couldn't make any shots, but they were executing stuff. The ball just didn't go in the hoop.
It's weird.
You kind of whatever. But Redick understands that the Lakers, when they do the little stuff, they're really good.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to let the little stuff fall between the cracks at all.
Or we're not that good to where we can do this and win games.
Yeah. Maybe. But to me, it just feels like we're not going to slide into any bad habits, because if we don't have bad habits, we can beat anybody.
True. It's just weird when you see a loss when the other team's leading scorer came off the bench.
Yeah.
And the leading scorer was 19 points and you lose. Usually that's a win.
They were just bad.
Yeah.
I don't think that had anything to do with Brooklyn doing something well.
No.
It's just that the Lakers did everything
This is
poorly.
all Lakers, what the Lakers did not do. Yeah.
And it's I don't want to say it's an indictment of Luka, because Luka's terrific and Luka's will be terrific moving forward. But on a night when Rui, I can't even talk to
Rui.
No, Vincent and Connect were both pretty good. That should be enough to beat that team with Luka. Luka and two guys on the team performing at a decent level, that should beat Brooklyn.
And don't forget Austin Reeves as well.
Reeves was terrible.
Yeah,
last
yeah.
night. And he knew that's why.
You're a made guy. You can't be 3 of 14. No, you can't be that. And 1 of 5 from 3-point line. You can't do that and expect to win.
Yeah,
not unless Luka's hitting all his shots.
He's not.
No,
that part, I'm not quite there yet, but we're getting there.
Yeah,
like let's see some of those go down. Like, I'd love to see a night where everything he lets go looks good.
Right.
Like, some of those shots are broken when they leave his hand.
It looks bad.
Yeah.
But, you can't win when Gabe Vincent is your leading scorer.
No.
Yeah, you should not be able to win that way.
Not very often.
Right.
Not very often.
Unless you're the Gauchos.
The Gauchos. You can lead the Gauchos in scoring with Gabe Vincent. My son Michael was home last night, and we're watching the game, and Vincent made a shot. I'm like, go get. He goes, he went to Santa Barbara. I'm like, What are we doing here? Every time he makes a basket, I'm like, Gaucho, you just heard this for the first time?
Right.
Like, the guy's been here in Miami. Every time I Gaucho, pay attention, kid.
Good luck. Yeah.
Gerrit Cole done for the season, and I got to tell you, I'm bummed because he's a great player, and I want the best players to play. But at some point, we need to hit a tipping point for where we're going to start doing this differently. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
The most followed sports radio station in America.
710
Clean LA for more tips. This message funded by Cal Recycle.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-498-6548. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-498-6548. That's 800-498-6548. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people. We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
You know, sometimes, DeMarco, I get frustrated.
Yeah? Why?
Because when obvious stuff is dismissed as things that aren't obvious.
Can I read it? You want me to read it? Can I tell you?
Don't put a name on it, but yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I worked there. We always had to talk about the Lakers. We're always talking about the Cowboys. It's brain-numbing, formulated BS is what this person said.
Oh, I know exactly.
This is kind of what Charles was getting at the other day. They only talk about the Lakers and the Warriors. Right. What do you think these jobs are?
Right.
If you want to be an Artur, go do it.
Right.
Which that person is. Yeah. That person is doing a specified.
That's fine.
Thing.
But don't go work at the big shop and complain that
and
you
then
turn out big things.
Play the hits.
Lakers, Dodgers, Cowboys.
Yes.
This is what it is.
Play the hits.
This is if you work at
you
top 40.
Yeah, okay.
Of course I know.
If you work at a top 40 radio station, you play Taylor Swift.
Playing the hits.
You're not playing Gustafsson or something.
Right.
Let's play a deep cut.
You're playing Lady Gaga.
Led Zeppelin too. Yeah.
If you want to be, the guy, oh my God, it's the most, then go be on a college radio station.
Go do that.
Go do that.
Yes. Funny.
And then they go on these things and they shoot back at the places that they used to be. And that's okay.
But that conversation was
It's like
last week, wasn't it?
No, it was Monday.
It was a Monday? Okay.
All we do is turn out F-150s. Right, because that's what people buy. Yeah, but I want to make this motorcycle that's got 11 wheels on it.
Well, go
make it over there.
Go
we
make
don't do
it.
that
We're
here.
Warner Brothers. We're going to make another Batman movie. We're not going to make these indie movies.
Jeez, drives me nuts.
Speaking of Warner Brothers, I did start watching Running Point.
And
well, it's fun. I liked it. I think it's right at the Emily sweet spot because I know enough about the teen that it's parodying, as well as I like Mindy Kaling stuff and I like all the actors in it. So for me, it works. I don't know about for you guys if it would work. I think it's kind of funny. And our guy John Ireland's in like every episode.
Stop.
His voice. He does the play-by-play for the Los Angeles Waves because that's the Lakers.
Okay.
Yeah. I watched the first episode. I liked it. I had a good time. Kate Hudson's good. She does some pratfalls, which is fun.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, half hours.
Yeah.
You can handle that?
No, I'm a hard out.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
That
on the whole show?
Yeah. That show holds no interest for me.
Really?
No.
Okay, not even Kate Hudson, huh?
I like Kate Hudson's fine. It's just
DeMarco, I think you'd like it. I think you could watch it with your wife.
Yeah.
And you'd have a good time.
I saw the clip. I met one of the dudes that's in it. It made me laugh. She's funny. The whole thing seems funny.
Great.
Didn't she tell John Ireland to shut up on the radio?
That's in a later episode, but yes. So like, there's a clip where
She's
John's in every episode because he's the play-by-play guy, but he's also he's being John Ireland.
Is he on camera?
No,
I
it's just his voice.
have not gotten to the part where I haven't finished it, so I don't know if he is on camera at some point in time or not. But he does do the voiceover. We can probably ask him at some point in time. But yes, she's listening in her car, and she calls him an idiot.
Yes,
I have 2 goals in my career that have not been realized yet. I want to appear on one of those like top 10 shows where I just opine on random things.
Yeah,
I want to. You've done those before, right? I want to do that, and then I want to play a sportscaster in a movie or a TV show.
Oh,
maybe if we don't talk about Running Point in a bad way.
Wow.
I'll skip that one.
Okay.
Okay.
And I want to be animated in The Simpsons.
You want to be animated in The Simpsons?
Yeah.
I thought you'd die after that. Isn't that something bad? If you're animated in The Simpsons?
I don't think
it's
so.
like bad
Mike
luck.
Tyson's still alive?
Yeah, no, like The Simpsons predict the future.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
They predict the future.
Simpsons had predicted like some wild.
Like they had Trump coming down an escalator before Trump did that when he announced that he was going to run for president.
They had him as president like 15 years before he ran for president.
Okay.
Yeah, weird stuff.
What do they know?
Yeah, apparently quite a bit.
What do they know?
ESPN LA is proud to partner with Children's Hospital Los Angeles for their annual Make March Matter campaign. We're auctioning off exclusive items like having myself, Mace, or Cap call play-by-play for one of your games. We'll bring a broadcast to the game of your choice. All proceeds will be donated to CHLA. Visit 710 for CHLA.com for more info. I can't tell you how much I like that one. And for those people out there that might be considering bidding on something like that, here's what I can tell you, prospective bidder. I will prepare for that like it is the 7th game of the World Series.
Really?
I will get ready to deliver you the best possible version of that I can.
I like that. There you go.
I wanted, when I got started in this silly game, it's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do play-by-play.
Yeah.
That's really, really what I wanted to do. And then I got started, and you know how life goes. It takes you in a million different directions.
Take a left, and here you are.
Yeah, and here you are.
You're doing a tour podcast.
I still really, really want to take a crack at that.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't care if it's a T-ball game. I will have fun with it and all that stuff, but I will know Timmy Thomas's
I have a job for you. I will hire you.
Okay.
Yeah. March 22nd. Yes.
What's going on
the
March
PV
22nd?
Wildcats. In the Nationals.
Oh, where are they playing?
We don't know yet. To be
Okay.
determined. I'll get you there.
Have I told you my fee?
What? Beer?
12-pack.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're
24.
in. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Come call the game. It'd be fun. Yeah.
Shoot.
Come call the game. It'd be great.
Who's going to be your stats guy? Is going to be G-Fish?
Greg and I are a team. If you hire me, we roll as a team.
G-Fish is intel.
Well, that's how most play-by-play guy goes. They have their
They have
stats
a
guy as their main.
Greg
main
is
person.
my spotter.
He's your spotter?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. So when Timmy in left field is picking daisies, I'm going to need Timmy's picking daisies in left field.
Nice.
So I can, and there's Timmy enjoying the scenery in and around the Little League.
So we'll handle. I'll pay you, and then you can take care of G-Fish out of what I pay you.
G-Fish has a weird habit.
What's
It's
that?
Sorry, Greg. I'm going to tell the story. He never finishes his beer.
How do you not finish a beer?
He'll drink like 6/7 of the beer. There's always like 2 swallows.
But will he
left.
have more beers and just never finish
He's
the
not.
one?
He's not a big drinker. He doesn't
Okay.
drink a ton, but he will get a second beer and then drink 3/4 of that beer.
So he won't finish and grab another one.
Is there diminishing
that is
returns
a faux
always?
pas. You can't do that.
He will leave this much at the bottom of the bottle.
Why?
And I don't know. Me and all of our buddies were like, his claim is it gets warm. It's like, yeah, because you took 45 minutes to drink one beer.
Then pound that thing.
Yeah.
Yes. I had a friend that had an actual plan. He one beer every 15 minutes.
Well, that's aggressive.
That's what he did. He'd get through an entire 6-pack. That was his deal.
Well, there's the
in
whole,
an hour and a half.
That's what I'm talking about. He's good.
There's the whole nine beers and 9 dogs in a game of baseball.
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
Which part?
9 dogs.
You can't do 9 dogs?
No, not in 2.5, 3 hours.
God, yeah.
No.
Especially with the speed of these games going these days.
Relish?
I could eat 3 and be fine.
Oh.
The 4th one would be an effort.
I can eat 9. Yeah, I could eat 9. Oh, yeah, and heartbeat. Yeah.
That's a lot
Come
of
on,
dogs.
and beer too. Come on. Hot
I can
dogs
do
are
the
good.
beers.
Yeah.
I can do the beers.
Okay, you drink, I'll eat. There you go.
Yeah. That's a lot of hot
I
dogs.
can, just no problem. Yeah, give me those. Yeah, all of them.
Your confidence leads me to believe that you could do it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if you want to bid on the fun game in downtown Los Angeles with Travis and Mace, then maybe you could do that there.
I'm not drinking 9 beers.
Well, the person who wins can do it. The person who wins can have that.
There you go.
Yeah. First of all, Dodger Stadium, you go broke drinking 9 beers.
Oh, for sure.
I need to sell
What's
my
beer cost?
plasma.
$20, $23.
$23 for a beer?
Roughly.
Tall boy, yeah.
2, 3.
Yes.
How many ounces am I getting for $23?
You get the big can, 24 ounces. So it's 2 beers, but you got to buy the big beer.
If I went to the grocery store, how much am I paying for that?
$10 for 3 of them.
If you bought a 12-pack of Modelo at the grocery store, a 12-pack of cans is probably $13, $14.
A single can at the liquor store is $3, $3.80, roughly.
Can you go BYOB one night?
Nope.
No.
No. Dude,
that would be bad.
You know what Shohei makes, right?
Okay, you're right. Okay, never mind.
You know
you
what
better pay for the
Blake
beer.
Snell's getting paid,
Ooh,
right?
better be some cold beer.
This is America, DeMarco.
Oh, my God.
We're gonna get that money back one way or the other. Gerrit Cole will not pitch for the Yankees this season. He got a second opinion. Your guy, Dr. Neil Elatrash, confirmed the original diagnosis. He needs Tommy John surgery. He will miss at least all of this season. We'll see what his rehab looks like, and hopefully he's ready to go. And Gerrit Cole's one of the best pitchers in baseball. Gerrit Cole has been one of the few workhorse guys in baseball. I was looking at his baseball reference page. He's made 30 starts or so a year, basically his entire career.
Yeah. He's a bulldog.
Until last year, where he only played about half the year. He had an elbow problem early. They shut him down, took care of it. He came back, pitched great at the end of the year. But he's just the latest. When you look around at and I'm not just talking, first of all, it happens to everybody, but when you look at like the very best guys, you look at Shohei's going through it right now. Dustin May is going through it. Tony Gonsolin just went through it. The Dodgers have River Ryan and Gavin Stone that are going through it. Tyler Glasnow has had elbow problems during his career. Spencer Strider last year, Max Fried last year. Like, you could really just go down the list of guys that have had their arms go sideways. And I don't care what anybody tells me, I'm convinced that this is mostly due to, not exclusively, but mostly due to these guys redlining every pitch they throw from the time they're in high school to the time they get to the big leagues.
Just firing.
I think that the red line's a good analogy, because think about if you drove your car, that everywhere you went, you drive to the grocery store, you go pick up your dry cleaning, you go to pick up your kids from
wherever,
school.
1,000 miles an hour.
You pin it and then when you get to a red line, you slam on the brakes, and that's the only way you drive your car.
Car's going to break.
It's going to break.
Yeah, a lot.
And Pedro Martinez, Greg Maddux, Clayton Kershaw for a really long period of time, Oral Hershiser, Tom Glavine, the Randy Johnson, really, Kurt Schilling, like the best guys of the most recent era, they didn't pitch like that.
No.
They pitched. When you needed to, you could reach back and let something rip, but they lived in that zone where you were operating between 85 to 95% of effort, and they pitched every night or near it. We have to get a market correction and get our best pitchers in the game more often.
The game's changed, right? Why not just have an army of flamethrowers?
That's what they have.
And when it breaks, just bring up the next one. I don't think you have too many great pitchers anymore. It's just more flame-throwing guys now.
Is it unlike a running back where they used to be highly valued and then the value decreases because the usage decreases?
But that was more for money. I don't have to pay premium for 4.5 yards a carry when I can do it on the cheap for 4.
Well, you don't want to pay Max Scherzer or Max Fried.
I think that's where it's
for
headed.
Half a year.
Why would I pay you big money anymore as a pitcher?
Because let me answer that by asking you a question. Do you want to have a pitching staff of, and the answer might be what you're saying, a pitching staff of 13 Blake Trinans, okay? Or you have an Oral Hershiser in your rotation.
I'd rather have an Oral Hershiser.
You have a Clayton Kershaw in your rotation, and you have guys that make 30 starts a year, and are really, really good at it. Or I've got an army of guys that, and I don't like putting Trinan in there because he's so darn good.
I know what you mean, though.
But this is, I just throw this max effort every pitch, and here it comes, and it breaks, and next one in.
I'd rather have Gerrit Cole, Oral Hershiser, all the guys that you mentioned, if they stay healthy.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Can I keep pitching you 30 times a year and you not break down?
These guys don't even, I don't know if Greg Maddux gets drafted now.
Yeah, probably not. What's the record for wins? Is it
all time?
Yeah.
Cy Young, he's got 500.
Okay. Who's next on the list? It will never be, a 300-game winner will never happen again.
The only two guys that I think even have
Verlander
and Scherzer might be close.
Have a shot at it.
But they're both in their 40s.
And the next guy
might be Kershaw.
Won't even come close.
No,
right.
He's a ways away.
I think the days of a 300-game winner are over because of this.
But if I'm paying Gerrit Cole $40 million a year, and I know he's going to break, is that a good investment? And I'm just hoping to get it before it breaks, and maybe it's still just as good as after it breaks, or do I want to back guys off a little bit and have them pitch 30 times a year, many years in a row, and
you
at least the possibility exists where they don't break.
Is that what baseball is now? Just redlining pitchers until they break?
That's all I'm seeing.
Then I would go that route, get ahead of it, and I have an army of arms.
Yeah.
The most wins for an active player is Justin Verlander with 262. After that, Zach Greinke.
300.
Zach Greinke is at 225.
No, nobody's getting there.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting there.
Yeah. But when you bring up these, the best players going down, and it's not a matter of if but when, and how bad it's going to be, and where you can, pace out these arm injuries. It's not unlike women's soccer. So women's soccer, every great player in women's soccer has an ACL injury. They always go down with the ACL injury, and it's also about 8 months to a year of recovery. You're not the same after it, but it's also just pacing out.
Mm-hmm.
You might get an ACL injury in high school and then an ACL injury when you're in your professional career, and you're trying to see how long you can last in between the two. And it came to a point where they had to design and have different scientific discoveries around women's ACL, so in different boots and different
Your phone's
turf.
Yeah.
It can stop. There you go. Okay.
Different turf, and also how to pace out the seasons better for women's knees. And so it's may be something where they have to actually scientifically design things better in baseball to have these elbows last.
You said
or
that.
they don't care.
Yes.
It's got to be there has to be an ROI function to this, right? That I am paying X dollars for this amount of production, and once all of a sudden I'm paying X dollars and a guy's on the rack forever, then that's not worth it to me. Let's back him off, because I'd rather have this guy 35 times a year for 8 or 9 years than a guy that I'm going to have 20 times a year every other year.
Right.
It just now that those 20 times you get it every other year, nobody hits him.
Right.
He's unhittable. But isn't the other thing better? It's rhetorical, I guess. I don't know the answer to it.
I'd like to find a way to keep Gerrit Cole healthy.
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Right.
Yeah, that's my only option. I'd rather have him pitching well. If I have to back him down some and change what he does to keep him healthy, I'm with that.
Why did Pedro Martinez pitch every fifth day forever? What, I mean,
well, he's special.
I get that, but so's Ohtani. He's broken twice. You know, so is Jacob deGrom. He's broken twice.
Maybe Pedro didn't pitch outside his body.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but
beyond what his body could do.
Nobody hit Pedro Martinez.
No. Maybe he didn't pitch beyond what his body could do.
Yeah.
Some of this stuff doesn't seem natural.
Bring back the guy. Bring back the workhorse. Yeah, look, I like watching 100 too.
Yeah.
I like watching a ball move like a wiffle ball in a wind tunnel. I think
fun.
that's cool.
Yeah.
But his arm's going to blow up into a million pieces in 6 months.
Did you say wiffle ball in a wind tunnel?
Yeah.
I like that.
That's an old baseball
That's nice,
thing.
but I like that,
I
though.
could take credit for it, but I didn't come up with
like
it.
that.
That'd be hard to hit, right?
He's throwing seeds. I like that.
Seed's good too.
Yeah.
Seed's good too. BBs. The Dump coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
Mason and Ireland today at 1 after Travis and DeMarco.
Mamba mentality has transcended everything. I mean, that is the lasting legacy, is the way we approach our jobs, the way we approach our lives with a Mamba mentality is really, really special. And as a tribute, I think, to, obviously, it's a tribute to Kobe Bryant.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio. That's Mason and Ireland.
On 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's DeMarco. ESPN LA is proud to partner with Children's Hospital Los Angeles for the 10th annual Make March Matter campaign. Helping kids get the breakthrough care they need, CHLA gives families hope with leading-edge research and treatments. ESPN LA is auctioning off exclusive 710 experiences, like a Pachanga weekend package, including a round of golf with me and Travis. Every dollar raised goes to CHLA. Visit 710forchla.com to bid and make a difference today. That's 710forchla.com.
Cap here. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt. With years of experience and a passion for helping people, if you've got water damage at home, call Avner Gatt today. 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. That's 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt. Your claim, our game.
ESPN LA and BBGO are going on a quest for the Lakers GOAT. No. Not the GOAT. The GOAT. The greatest Lakers fan of all time. Think it's you? Upload your pic or video to Facebook, Instagram, X, or TikTok, and tell us your favorite Lakers memory. Use hashtag LakersGoFoat, GFOAT, and hashtag promotion, and follow at ESPN Los Angeles. The Lakers GOAT is going to be rewarded with courtside seats, a VIP private tour of the Lakers UCLA Health Training Center, a year's supply of BBGO, and more. The Lakers GOAT. Is it you?
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text TAP to 321321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text TAP to 321321. That's TAP to 321321.
It's time for everything we haven't gotten to today. Yes, it's time for the dump.
So I need to know if this is me being paranoid or this is just the world that we live in.
What?
I saw something on Instagram the other night that I was convinced is AI, only I might not be. And I can't even tell the difference anymore. I don't know if it's real or not. There was this dad, and I believe it was the Dominican Republic, sitting on a bucket.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
With a slingshot, right? And he's slingshotting bottle caps at his kid, his son. Kid looks like he's 13 or 14 years old. His kid's swinging a broom handle, right? And he's squaring up bottle cap after bottle cap after bottle cap.
Wow.
And the dad's like, I don't know.
Let me see that.
25 feet away.
Yeah.
And he's not just, he's like.
He's firing them.
And this kid just whap, 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 one after the other. I think that's impossible.
Prodigy. Yeah.
Or
was it real?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like, I don't know what's real and what's fake anymore. Is there an easy way to, Emily, you're more online than me. Is there an easy way to tell what's fake and what isn't?
I have no idea what video you're talking about.
No,
but,
not the video specifically. I'm just saying, is there a tell?
Weird, like, if there's weird fingers.
There's a whole thing about bottle cap baseball.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's everywhere. Bottle cap baseball's everywhere. There's bottle cap pitches, instruction videos.
With a slingshot?
Not with a slingshot, but how to throw, like how to pitch bottle caps. There's a whole thing.
This looks like witchcraft.
I mean, think about it. There's also commercials with David Beckham or Messi kicking the ball in the beach from, I don't know, 30 yards out, 40 yards out, and they make it into the trash bin. It's like,
That's what I'm saying.
There he is. I see it. Oh, yeah.
There's one video of, like, Tom Brady getting a hole-in-one that was edited. You can tell the where the edit comes in. But it's like pornography. Real. I don't have a definition for it, but I know it when I see it.
Okay, this kid's swinging a bat, not a broomstick.
This kid I had a broomstick.
Oh my
in his
God!
hands.
But I see this dad. He's sitting off to the side, and he's slingshot these bottles, and the kid's roping them. Oh my God! Wow.
Anyway.
Unreal. Sign that kid up now.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
A baseball must look like you're hitting a medicine ball coming in at that point.
What was that, dodgeball? If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Dip, dodge, dip, dive, and dodge.
If you can hit a bottle cap from a slingshot, you can hit anything.
According to Fabian Ardaya, Dave Roberts said he wasn't allowed to say it outright, but intimated that Blake Snell will get the Dodger Stadium opener on March 27th. I believe that's against the Detroit Tigers. Snell's next outing will be one of the Tokyo exhibitions. So Yamamoto, Sasaki get the 2 games that count. Snell will get the opener at Dodger Stadium. That sounds about right.
Okay. I guess it doesn't matter. Who's your ace? Snell?
Flip a coin.
Doesn't matter.
Here's who it's not. You know what?
Who is your ace?
It's Snell.
It's Snell's your ace.
If you're telling me,
if you're not starting in Japan and you're starting here, he's your game 1 starter.
Yeah. I think so. But I was thinking of it a little different, which is just basically it's game 7. Everybody's healthy. Who are you picking first? I'm picking him.
Okay, yeah.
I'm picking him.
I mean, that makes sense, right? Yeah. You were so excited when they got him.
Oh, he's terrific.
Yeah.
He's terrific. Like, it's not Sasaki because he's super green. Yamamoto's pretty good option. I'm taking Ohtani off because he's not healthy. And I think Snell's a better pitcher than Glasnow. Not by a mile, but I think he's better.
He's your guy. Okay, makes sense.
By the way, did you hear those names?
Yes.
It's a lot of,
Look
a lot
at
of
you.
guys to choose
Stop.
from.
Move. See,
it's
look
a
at
lot of guys to choose from.
Don't tempt the baseball guys.
Yeah,
See?
no, you're right.
There you go.
Sorry.
There you go.
Sorry.
Come on now.
Don't, I talked about your bottle cap kid.
I cannot believe you got me stuck on this video. This dude
is that
really
crazy
with a slingshot, and the dad's like, "Yeah, no big deal."
I know
he does this all the time.
It's the same one. The dad's barely even looking. He's just kind of shooting him over there. Anyway.
Oh my God! I think this is a real video. Though.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want to see if it's the same one I'm looking
Okay.
at. Happy 32nd birthday to Anthony Davis, who I
Hey.
guess will be celebrating in Dallas. They finally won a game last night.
Yeah.
They'd lost 5 in a row.
I wonder how this wraps up for him, and he's not going to be in Dallas much longer.
I wouldn't think.
Yeah, and it's funny, he could wind up back here. If you trade for a big man, he could wind up back here. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Can they do that?
No, I mean it probably won't happen. I heard that it was a rumor. Like if he should not play another game for the Mavericks,
Yeah.
and then they'd have to trade him, and then the Lakers should trade for him.
I don't know if they, with all that second apron and all that other, that
can't
stuff
happen.
is so confusing to me.
Yeah.
The only thing more confusing to me than second apron NBA stuff is NFL salary cap, dead cap, final cap, this cap, that cap. It's like, guys, I don't know.
I had a whole explanation about dead cap money on this.
Yeah.
Like, please explain this to me.
Can you explain it to
It's
me?
leftover signing bonus.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you prorate a signing
Why don't they
bonus,
call it that?
Well, that's what it is. If it's a prorated signing bonus, if you cut the guy or if he leaves before he gets all his money, that counts as dead cap.
Okay.
So the Rams at one point it was $25 million in dead cap money, and then once you included, here it is. Once you included AD's money, Aaron Donald, it went up to 50.
Because that's
in
money
dead
you
cap.
have to pay out.
Correct.
It's guaranteed money.
It's dead cap money.
Okay.
Crazy.
That helps a lot.
Yeah.
I should have asked that question a long time ago. Was this a good day or a bad day back in March 11th, 1986? Okay, you and
Was
I
it a good day or bad day?
You and I are both in high school.
What's the dates again?
March 11th, 1986. It was the day that the NFL adopted instant replay. Good or bad day?
Oh, wow. I think it was a good day.
Okay.
Because there were a lot of calls they missed back in the day.
Uh-huh.
Their history would be different if they had replay back in the day.
Yeah,
for
sure.
The Holy Roller wouldn't have counted.
Yeah, the Immaculate Reception, perhaps?
Might not have counted to
Yeah.
review. Yes, it was a good day for replay.
Okay, what if I was able to go back in time to 1986 and you're like, look, we're going to fix some big problems.
Yeah.
And I said, you're right, we're going to. But like we do with all things, we're going to get too much of a good thing and we're going to go down. We're going to have these super effective cameras, these unbelievably high resolution TVs, and we're going to see the ball wiggle for a microsecond and we're going to start calling that an incomplete pass.
Then I would hate it.
You want that?
Yes.
Because that's where we are.
That was an unintended consequence of replay. I don't know what a catch is anymore.
I think what all replay should be, I'm going to die on this hill. The second the referee, the umpire, the official puts his head under the hood, or we go back to central command or whatever it is we're doing, clock starts. You got 15 seconds. If it's not clearly wrong after 15 seconds of looking at this, we're just going to let it ride. Because it's meant to fix what you're talking about. The guy was out of bounds by 6 inches. He clearly was out of bounds. For whatever reason, I got screened. Nobody saw it. We're trying to fix that. But if it's I need you to zoom in to 1/1,000,000th strength and see one little pebble fly, and we're going to call that incomplete, that's stupid.
Depends on which team I'm on, and did this play cost me the game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Put
some
on
of
your
these
fan hat.
Some of these guys going down the sideline, and he steps out, or if he didn't step out, and I need a replay.
But what if you can't really tell on replay? We're stopping the game, and it's meant to fix big mistakes.
Yeah. Well, this one doesn't show. This one didn't show.
Yeah.
How about this one here? This was obvious. Okay, just get the call right.
Even if it takes a few minutes?
Just get the call right. We'll be okay.
Not
Serve
me,
him beer.
man.
Give him more beer.
Not me. Let's get this done quick. If it's not obvious,
Yeah.
let's move on from it. The NBA, I want to talk about this. What time we got here? We got a little time. Today's the 5th anniversary of the NBA shutting down because of COVID.
Weird. Wow.
And it was bizarre. Like there literally were arenas that were like, "Hey, everybody go home tonight. We're not playing a game. We're done." And they sent everybody home. And then there was that infamous moment where Rudy Gobert touched all the microphones.
Oh,
after
God, I hated
That was before the Nick got canceled. Yeah.
And this was, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think this is right. They were the first league to pull the ripcord and say, we're shutting down for a while.
I
We're
believe
gonna see
so.
what's up.
It was so March Madness had canceled before that.
Did they go first? Okay.
But this was like, it was around the same time. So it was the same couple days.
And it felt like, okay, we're going to shut down for maybe a week, maybe a couple.
Yeah.
And then, like we all know, it was months, man, before we even got close to anything else.
Starbucks right downstairs. I was sitting there with Jory from the Rams, and we were talking about this thing. We didn't know what it was. And we said it'll probably go away in the summer when the sun comes out.
Yeah.
It'll burn it off. Nope. We were dead wrong.
I was off.
Lakers were getting ready to play the Clippers that day. Yes. My youngest son Michael, we were driving to Arizona for a youth baseball tournament, and all of a sudden my phone starts to blow up, and everybody's like, dude, they just canceled the NBA season. Crazy.
Dude, they just canceled spring training. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm waiting for the call from the youth baseball to say, turn around, we're done.
Right.
We're like, if the NBA and Major League Baseball is shutting down, we're not going to go do this. Nope. We're still playing. I'm like, all right. And, we at the time, we didn't really understand what was happening super clearly. You get all the way out there. Oh, by the way, we're not playing.
Right. Crazy.
Unbelievable.
I remember having to do temperatures. I was coaching.
Yeah,
softball. And I didn't recognize half the players once they took the masks off. Like,
That's
you?
true.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was my very first day producing ever. I was producing Sports Center All Night, which is the overnight show in Bristol. And you do 1 hour and then you record the rest. Typically is how it goes. You do the 1 hour, 4 segments, and then you replay that 1 hour until the morning show comes. Obviously, that did not happen because we had to stretch this out into maybe a 3-hour live show. We were having people on. I was calling people to come on. First time I ever produced by myself, and I was just like, what is happening? And then I had to produce in the pandemic Sports Center All Night, which is a show that only relies on highlights. And so it was definitely interesting.
Sports talk radio was not easy to do.
No, nothing was easy.
It was not easy to do. Look, we're not digging ditches or
Tiger King,
mining
remember?
coal.
Tiger King. Oh, my God.
Tiger King and The Last Dance
That's right.
were both during the pandemic. Like, oh, thank God there's something.
Tiger King blew my mind, bro.
Okay, but if Tiger King comes
out... Did she
out...
really feed her husband to the Tigers? I think she did.
Sure feels like it. Tiger King comes out now, it's like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
And we just keep moving. But this overall.
Back then, what else are we going to do? I know.
Super Crosstalk coming up next.
Hey, it's Mace. Looking for some fun? Dive into Chumba Casino, your ultimate destination for free, fun-to-play social casino games. Play slots, bingo, and more whenever and wherever you want. With new games dropping every week, there's always something fresh. Lounge on the sofa or play on the go. Play now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Our steamed vegetables and signature salads are made fresh for you. Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Is it time to downsize? Selling your home doesn't have to be a hassle. With Seller's Advantage, skip agents, commissions, and costly repairs. Get a fair, competitive cash offer without worrying about the details falling through. Chris Chavez, a real customer, says, quote, Seller's Advantage offered me more than I expected. The process was fast, easy, and much better than using a realtor. End quote. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
The CONCACAF Nations League finals arrive at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, March 20th to 23rd. USA versus Panama, followed by Canada versus Mexico. The dream is now. Don't miss the Final Four national teams in the semifinals doubleheader. 1 ticket, 2 matchups. Get your tickets now on Ticketmaster. For more information, visit CONCACAFNationsLeague.com/tickets.
KSPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the
The shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Are you going to miss Cooper Kupp?
Oh, that's a great
Are
question.
you going to miss Cooper Kupp?
I think he's a fantastic guy.
Me too.
Great Ram.
Yeah.
Great
So that's a no.
Yeah.
But I care about future performance as opposed to past performance. If I'm thinking about my favorite team, and I understand why they are. Why did something break with Cooper
No,
Kupp?
he's probably not going to be traded.
He's probably going to be cut,
and he's
right?
probably going to be cut.
Because there's a roster bonus next week.
Yes, next week I think he's due that big time roster bonus too.
Yes,
not sure what the amount is.
I think it's like maybe Wednesday.
Yeah. I'm not shocked he couldn't find a trade partner.
No, I'm not either.
Yeah, I don't know what you do. I think his biggest value, his greatest value is here because he knows the offense.
Travis Rogers joins us. Travis,
thanks
for coming on.
Do woo-woo. There you go. Where'd you
Now
go?
you know how it feels.
Now I do.
Where did you just go?
I had a pit stop.
Oh, my bad.
By the
Okay.
way, I was in the can, and there was a guy in front of me, and he went to wash his hands.
Yeah.
So half-assed. It was a half-assed hand washing. He used no soap.
Okay.
He just runs the water. It's like you're
Was he coming out of the big house or the
coming out of the big house?
Okay.
Coming out of the big house.
Yeah, no,
The
that
big-
you need a ladder.
I like
The
calling that
big
the big
house.
house.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
use no soap. There was no lather.
Oh, you got a
now,
lather.
what's the point of that? You're still going to be.
That's largely
performative.
ceremonial.
Yes,
Yeah.
ceremonial. That's the better
that's
word.
it.
That's
Yeah.
like, somebody's there. I better just
Yeah.
No matter
hand
what,
under the water.
one or two, you use the soap every single
Yes.
time.
Although-
in a situation like this that we are in,
Yes.
always use soap.
Yeah. No.
What you do
no
at home is
question.
what you do at home.
DeMarco, you put
Yeah.
your finger on it because if that guy were in there by himself, he's not performing the
Oh,
ceremony.
he's
He's
out.
walking
Yeah,
out.
he's
Just
out.
walking right
It's
out.
gross.
I've
Now-
seen people do this, turn the water on, and not even get their hands wet.
Oh, God.
They just want you to think they wash their hands.
So the other thing
just
I
hear it?
Now the
Just
thing I
gone.
don't like, the
Yeah.
thing that goes too far is the people that hold the paper towel when they open the door and then just drop the paper towel.
You
You
throw it in the
do
trash-
that?
No, you throw it in the trash can.
I see people
What
just
if you
drop
miss?
it on the ground.
You pick it up.
They
No.
just open the door
No.
with the
With
towel and then drop it as
No,
they
no, no.
leave.
Water on,
Yeah.
lather.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 towels because those paper towels in there are thinner than clean.
yeah,
Yeah,
they are.
no, you
I go
need at
3,
least
3.
five.
Yeah, okay, I do
Yeah,
I'm a-
three, and then go to the next
and
one
three.
and get 3
So
more.
you're-
Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah.
do totally the
I
same.
do 5 right by the sink. Go to the door, pull the door handle open with the towels, hold it with my foot, throw them in the can.
Throw 'em in the
Yeah.
can. Oh, so you're just now see that extra step I don't go to.
Why?
The door and the
Well,
drop
no, it's right
towel
here.
thing.
You touch
You
the
just,
door?
it's right there.
No, I just throw it in the garbage and I
It's with the
use my
garbage is
hand
right
for the
there.
door.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, I do the
But
same.
what
I
about
do
your
the same.
boy that just ceremonialized this thing? He touched that same handle that you're just touching.
That's a great point.
See? That's what I'm saying.
That's why you got to use the. Your hands
It's
might
not
be
for
clean,
you.
but the
but
door
For
no,
the
handle
other
they're
guys.
not.
It's for
Yeah.
us.
No, it's
you don't do
true.
the Kobe for 3 at the end?
Kobe.
Yeah, when you
No, 'cause
brought it up,
I'm
Kobe
a-
for 3 on the way out?
I'm
no?
a bad
I
shooter.
do
Oh,
not do
okay.
Yeah,
that.
because then when you miss, you gotta like, oh god, now I have to go over there.
Then you
got
got to go Shaq.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay,
See
correct.
Kobe for
Do you
3,
pick it
missed
up every
Shaq.
time or once in a while?
No,
It's fine.
Well, that's what you guys are
I
talking
always
about.
pick-
Someone
You know
dropped
what?
it.
It's funny. It's funny you say that.
You didn't
I
answer.
always go pick it up.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like
If I-
80% of the time.
Like if I would feel bad if I dropped something that was supposed to go in the garbage just onto the parking lot ground. I'm like, no, it's bad karma to not pick it up and
I'm
throw it
with
away.
you.
Well, you're just gonna
Yes.
think Lydia's here to clean up your mess.
I have no defense for my actions.
nice.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest.
Is it Lydia?
Yeah,
Still
Lydia.
Lydia?
I mean,
Lydia's been here
maybe.
for a long time.
Yeah, she's been here for a long time. They're
Yeah.
all great.
Do
I
you
love
clean
them.
up somebody else's mess? Somebody
No.
else's paper?
No, absolutely not.
I do.
No, you,
You do?
don't.
It's karma.
That's
I do.
That's a
Yeah.
lie. You
No,
know
it's
it.
karma. It's karma.
me
Absolutely.
cleaning
I'm talking
That's
a
100%
a
true.
wet paper towel you're picking up.
I am about. I am for the cause. I am for the cause.
Yes.
Such nonsense. There's no way in hell you pick up someone else's
wet paper
I do.
towel.
I do. I don't like seeing it on the ground.
The only person.
If I see trash in the parking garage, I pick it up and throw it away.
definitely.
Okay,
Yes.
what's the trash? Is it a Coke can?
Coke can.
Thank you, Brian.
No, that's not a lie, Brian. This is not.
Yeah.
You see
It's not
a
a lie.
Lie of the
soiled
day today. We bring it back.
mustard ketchup covered napkin on the ground.
That
You're
one,
not picking
I'm
that
going to
up.
let that ride.
Yeah,
I'm going to
you
let
might
that
leave it
ride.
saying.
Yeah.
Letting it all ride because the
let
stuff
it
you
ride.
can't see is probably the worst
But
stuff.
the term I like the
Disgusting.
best is the big house.
You like the big
That
house?
That will survive.
Can you change a tire?
No, I have.
You have.
If I had to, in an absolute
you can do it
situation, I could do it.
Okay,
but 20 minutes in, out, done.
I got I'm on a flat down there in P1 right now.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I was. See, it kept coming back during the show.
You could have called AAA hours ago.
No, see, I'm going to do it myself. That's what you said.
Well, good for you.
I'm
Marco.
not saying you
That's
do
the
it
right
because
thing
you
to do.
don't know how to do it, or you're not capable of doing it, or you don't want to do it.
It's just time consuming.
That.
Yeah. It is. It's an extra, but I want to do it myself.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm with the Marco.
They could have fixed it while you were in here.
That's
Triple
what
A
he
could have
said.
been there
That's
doing
what
the
I
car.
said. By the time you go down there, you got to.
He'd have to go down there and talk to them and like stand there with them.
Yeah.
And have to do a whole
Travis
bunch
could
of
do it.
come back up.
This is what you do. This is what you do. You say, "Hey, Greg, I got a big favor to ask."
Yeah.
Can
Would
you step in?
mind
Okay.
just going down there and handing
Parker
the guy my
Bell,
keys?
I know you're busy,
Yeah.
but
That's more likely what would happen. Hey, Parker, can you help out a little
can you
bit?
jump
Just
in?
go down.
Yeah.
You work your way down.
I was riding on a flat for what, a good 25
were you
minutes.
really? That
on
freaks me
110.
out too because you think, oh man, I'm going to blow this.
I had the
thing.
little thing. It went from 30 psi down to like single digits.
Oh, you got a big car too.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's
Can you do
big
anything
old-
else on your car? Like I could change a flat tire, but that's about it.
Brakes, oil.
You could change
You
the
could
brakes.
change the
brakes?
brakes. You could put in new
You
brake
guys never done
pads.
brake
I haven't
before?
done it before.
Yeah,
No.
brakes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I can.
I would be
I've
terrified.
changed my oil before.
Where I lived, there were like 8 mechanics on my block.
Yeah,
It was-
brakes are the
okay.
one thing I don't want to screw up.
I mean,
Brakes,
I could
that'll
do it,
get
but
you.
I mean, you need to like lift the car and get under it. And
But if I gave you the tools and the equipment, you could do it without
Sure.
any.
I can change your
assistance.
brake pads.
Oil change.
Yeah.
Oil
Sure.
change. Just take
That's
out
the
old
easiest
ones,
thing
put
in the
in
world.
Don't you just open the thing
And
and
let it
let
out,
it all
and then
come out.
put the oil back in.
Yeah.
Oil
I've
filter,
never done
air
that, but
filters.
I feel like I could do that.
That's not that bad. It's not.
I got to be honest. I have
Yeah.
no idea what's going on under there.
Nothing
Under the hood. I have no clue what's even happening. I would not
it's a little
even know
mouse running
where
around.
to start. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know where to
When's
start.
the last time your check engine light came on?
God, my old car.
Yeah.
It was on for like 6 to 8 months.
See, I drive a Hyundai. It never comes on.
It never
because
comes
I
on.
never have any problems at all in my Hyundai.
I keep it pretty much up to date. The oil, everything. Yeah.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I stop at Valvoline, home of the instant.
There you go.
Home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change.
Don't you feel weird driving into those things? There's a big hole there.
No, I love that.
It is a weird
it's,
feeling.
it's scary. Yeah.
You go where they tell you to go.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
this,
what's
this,
important.
this. Keep
And
going.
and
You're
there's,
right.
like,
Right.
there's a bunch of guys down there.
Right.
Yeah.
I can mess this up bad. Yes, I know. Get out of the way down there.
No, I got no skills. I do want to put on the coveralls and slide on that little thing and go under it.
You do want to try
I
that?
just want to see what's under there.
Just like the
to your
movies
point,
when
I
they
don't
come
know
back.
what's
Heck
under
yeah.
there. I see a lot of stuff. I don't know what it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
You need help changing the tire?
No, I'll get it.
Yeah.
I'll get it.
What do you drive?
I used to do this with my daughter.
Yeah.
I used to do these emergency pit stops like, okay, we got a flat, what do we do?
Yeah.
You're on this
That's a
side of the
good
road,
idea.
you're on that side of the road, what do we do? So
Where's the jack in this car?
it's in the back.
Okay, you
Right.
know where it is.
And you
Right.
got the little baby tire?
No, it's a huge baby
no.
tire.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Mine
a
is
Suburban.
like
Probably a
li-
full size.
It's like a
it's a real-
like a 10-speed wheel.
Yeah,
it's
no.
a real car. Yeah.
Mine looked like a bike tire last time.
Yeah. Those are only allowed to go like
so-
35
Yeah.
miles
This
total.
my
will
God.
get you to the gas station and not a step further.
Yes. That always scares me. When
All
you
right,
see the
so
flat
we
tire.
we covered oil changes,
Yeah.
tire
Tire-
rotations, transmission care,
And a whole lot more.
and a whole lot more.
Yes. We're delaying, not talking about
now
the Lakers.
the question is,
Yeah.
in and out in 15 minutes down the road and your car running at its top?
Say again? What did you say? Say that again,
We're
slow.
talking about the Valvoline instant oil change.
Over
For
a 15-minute drive-through oil change.
Oh my God,
What did you think they were
I
doing?
had
For more
no
than 30
idea.
years, Valvoline
What?
has been providing quick and convenient automotive
Breaking news, if
services
you're not
for
aware.
busy people just like you and me.
Yes, exactly. See, that's
Good
stuck.
Lord, good
That
commercial.
slogan stuck.
Yeah.
That's right. It's sticky. It's sticky. Super Crosstalk brought to you by Home